know, back out here another a weekend through the spirit by YAHAWASHI. You know, before we open up, we want to give all honor and glory and praises to our Heavenly Father and to His only begotten Son,
YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakodash.
Next up, double honors to our apostles, our elders of Great Millstone, who still hit these streets and teach us the 100% truth according to the Bible and His will. And peace, blessings, and salutation and mercy unto the Yakims out there who is pushing this truth in the four corners of the earth. All right, before we start off, we're going to start off like we always do with the real 12 tribes of Israel. Starting off with Judah, the so-called Negroes. Benjamin, the so-called West Indians. Levi, the so-called Haitians. Simeon, the so-called Dominicans. Zebulun, the so-called Guatemalans and Panamans. Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans. Manasseh, the so-called Cubans. Gad, the so-called North American Indian tribes. Reuben, the so-called Seminole Indian tribes. Naphtali, the so-called indigenous Indians to Argentina and Chile. Asher, the so-called indigenous Indians to Colombia and Uruguay. And last but definitely not least, Issachar, the so-called Mexicans. If you see yourself according to the seed of your father on this sign, repent, turn back to YAHAWASHI before YAHAWASHI come back and destroy this place, man.
That's right, man. Like the brother said, who you really call God and Jesus Christ is coming back to destroy this place called America. So it'd be in your best interest if you're a so-called Negro, so-called Latino, so-called Native American to repent and turn back to the God of the Bible, because America will be destroyed, man.
That's right.
You're not going to hear this message at church, all right? You're not going to hear this on Sunday service, Bible study. You're going to hear it on the highways and byways where the Lord commanded His men to be. Somebody get Matthew 22 real fast. And then we're going to go into some prophecy, man.
This is St. Matthew's chapter 22, verse 9, and it reads, Go ye therefore into the highways.
And that's where we're at, man. The chief place of concourse, man. The highways and byways. Where you got all types of people, man. You know? Israelite foreigners everywhere. Okay? You got Jake everywhere. That's where the Lord commanded us to be, not in no church building, man. Right. All right?
St. Matthew's 22 and 9. Go ye therefore to the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage.
Yeah, bid to the marriage back to Lord YAHAWASHI, man. Right. To be saved, man. Through this message that we're given, man. All right? It's only be found in the highways and byways, man. Starting with our head apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and the brothers on down, man. Because prophecy is speaking, man. It's speaking loud and clear, man. What's today's date? October 12th, man, 2019, man. Give me 2 Ezra 15.
Already got it. Start the top. This is the book of 2 Ezra 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
And that's what the Lord's commanding His men, man. Okay, to go out to His people, man. Look, not to the whole world. The Lord don't love the whole world, man. Okay? He said go to His people, which are the Israelites. Always have, always will be. Okay?
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
That's right. See, the Lord has commanded us to be watchmen, man. He made us watchmen unto the house of Israel. Once again, it was consistent of so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, backing up Ezra 15 chapter, man.
Right.
The Lord said what? Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people. I made you a watchman, man. And we're going to continue to watch Lord's will until the Lord brings us home, man. You know? And the watchman does a watchman too. It stands on, like, get the top of that building, brother, if you can. You have a watchman, okay, on top of the toppest tower in the city, in the town, highest tower. And what would they do? They would look out, man, for oncoming approaches to the cities, to the gates, okay, whether it's familiar faces or whether it's enemies, man. And they will blow the trumpet, man, whatever occasion that was approaching the city, man. And we're blowing the trumpet of war, man. We're not blowing the trumpet of peace. And this message is for our people, once again, the Israelites, man. Okay?
Ezekiel 3:17, Son of man, has made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Right?
Therefore hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me.
Yeah, the Lord said, hear the word of his mouth, man. And his mouth is the prophets, man. You know? Get anyone. Amos, you can get Luke, you can get Ezekiel 38. Either one, it don't even matter, man. Okay.
This is the book of Hebrews 1 and 1.
Yep.
The Most High, who at sundry times and in diverse manners
Right.
spake in times past
Spake in times past, man.
unto the fathers by the prophets.
By the prophets, man. That's plain. That's the mouthpiece, man. Okay, when you see, so once again, when you see the men of the Lord, start what I had apostles and elders of great millstone, brothers on down, that's the mouthpiece of the Lord, man. Everyone want to hear from the Lord's mouth. He's giving you his mouth, man. It's men. Okay? So read that last part. You still holding that, Ezekiel? Can I hold up for a second?
Ezekiel 3:17, it reads, and give them warning from me.
And that's what we're doing. We are the mouthpiece for the God of the Bible, his only begotten Son, man. We are the mouthpiece, and we give a warning to our people, man. Hey, look, repent, turn back, man. This death and destruction is coming here to America, man. Okay? You see ICBM missiles being built. You see these stores closing down. What do you think they're coming, man? Concentration camps for you people, man. Mainly you Israelites.
This is the book of Exodus 3 and 10. Come now, therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt. Exactly. So this proves that YAHAWASHI always sent the prophets to spread his message, man.
That's right.
You know? And it was back then, and it's going to be today. You know? Nothing's going to change.
But yeah, they want the Lord to speak to them another way, right?
Right.
They want the Lord to get off his throne and come down here and be like, look, Travis, I need you to put the weed down. You know what I'm saying? No, man. The Lord's gonna send us man. A king doesn't get off his throne and work, man. We think he has servants for him, man. The Lord said what? In Amos, he revealed his secret unto his servants, the prophets. And his prophets gonna give you the message, man. You know? Go back to the don't have anything?
Got you.
No.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras 15 verse 1.
Yep.
Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Prophecy is to tell you something before it happens, man.
Yep.
Okay? And that's what we're doing. We're telling you that World War III is here, okay? And it's going to be made manifest, okay, with these other nations. Okay, because these other nations are sick and tired of America, man. They're sick and tired of Esau forcing them to drink that wine, man. You know? And that's what's going to bring World War III, man. Matter of fact, hold that Jeremiah 51, 7. You know? Come.
This is Jeremiah 51 and 7. Behold, Babylon,
Which is spiritually America. Okay? Go ahead.
have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand,
Right?
that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine.
Yeah, the nation have drunken of the wine, man. See, Esau has been that wine, man. His philosophies and doctrines that he goes around pushing throughout the four corners of the earth, man. You know? Pushing their democracy, pushing their women having rights, okay? Having these countries all out of order, just like America, man.
And it reads, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed.
Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed, man. We're seeing that happening now, man. Especially with the men of the Lord on highways and byways, man. And it's going to be made manifest physically soon come, man. From these ICBM missiles, man. That was in that?
That was verse 6.
Yeah, you can read it. Yeah, go ahead and read it.
Okay. And it reads verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain.
Yeah, these other heathen nations have for it, man. Because this is the major place where goods are being sold. This is a consuming nation, man. All these other nations send their goods over here, and what does America do? They it's like a biscuit, man. They it's like a plate of gravy, and they just sop it right on up, man. They're the biggest consumers, man. So these other nations gonna be upset because what? They won't be able to make any more money off America, man.
Yep.
Mainly you Israelites.
It says take balm for pain.
And what is bomb, brother? You know, bomb is a healing agent, man. You know, there's not gonna be a healing agent for America, man. You know, except for that thermonuclear missile, man.
That's right.
You know, bomb is something that heals you, man. Like Vaseline, you know, or chapstick, you know. But it's not gonna be any bomb for America, man.
If so be she may be ill.
And so she may be ill. She's not going to be, man. Because it's Bible prophecy that she's not going to be. All right, we'll be back in
Second.
okay.
This is Joel 3 and 2. I will also gather all nations.
Yeah, the Lord's gathering all nations. I saw the article this morning where Trump is sending more troops over there to Saudi Arabia, man.
Yep.
More troops over to the Middle East, man.
Yep.
All this is Bible prophecy right here, man. You know, I think in total he's probably said about, I think the article, if I remember correctly, said 3,000, man. And they're not coming back, man. Those soldiers are not coming back, man. That's Bible prophecy. We still hold Esdras 15 because it talks about that, man.
Yep.
Joel 3 and 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
That's right, man, which is YAHAWASHI, man. YAHWAH's judgment, man. On you nations, man. Starting from the so-called white man, Chinese, Japanese, the Africans. Okay, the real Africans, because no one up here is African. Okay? You got all 12 tribes here, man. Okay? All the way down to, who am I missing? The East Indians, Japhet, Ishmael, that's right. I know I'm forgetting somebody. Elam, yeah. Yeah, Ammon, Moab, yep. So the Lord's gathering all these nations, man, to judge them, man, for what they have done against the children of Israel.
It reads, Joel 3 and 2, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel.
That's right. What's going to do the pleading? Them ICBMs.
Right.
Them ICBM missiles, man. See, people think that these things is being built just for fun, man. Nothing, you know, these missiles are not made in vain, man. Okay? And the chariots, that's right, man. You know?
It says, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel,
That's right.
whom they have scattered amongst the nations.
Yeah, and we were scattered amongst the nations, man, for our transgressions, which is also prophecy, okay? Through the transatlantic slave trade, through the Sahara slave trade, okay? We were sent throughout the four corners of the earth, man, for being disobedient to the Heavenly Father, man. Okay, and that's why you see us subject to these curses, man. But guess what? The Lord's gonna pay these heathens back for what they did to us, man. Got something?
Yeah, dude. Let's finish.
Okay, finish off them.
Joel. And it reads, Joel 3 and 2, and parted my land. This is Psalm chapter 137, verse 7.
Well, that's part of what part of the land?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, they got the Palestinians, all right, and Amalek come over there fighting over the land, which is, it doesn't belong to neither one of them, man.
Yep.
Okay, the land belongs to Israel, man.
Yep.
You know, the real biblical Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
Right.
That's our land, man. You know?
This is Psalms 137 and 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom,
That's right.
and the day of Jerusalem,
Right?
Hebrews said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof.
Right.
Yeah, so what? We're asking YAHAWASHI to remember the Israeli Edomites. You know, they rejoiced at our downfall. They rejoiced at everything that we went through. You know, us getting carried away during 70 AD. You know, us being destitute here in America. We're asking the Lord to remember those things, you know? And it reads verse 8, O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, happy shall he be that reward thee as thou hast served us.
That's right.
Yes, so we're going to be happy when the Lord brings judgment upon you red Hebrew Edomites, you know?
That's right.
He said, O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, you know? Ultimately, we're going to be happy when the Lord brings judgment upon all you nations, you know? Like I told you in Jeremiah 30:7, you know, all thy enemies, even all of them, shall go into captivity. You know, that's what we out here declare. Yeah, Jeremiah 30:16. What, bro? You know, that what the Lord is gonna bring judgment to you heathens.
That's right. Come,
I got a picture.
come, bring it up.
This is the book of Sirach, 25 verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy,
That's right.
and the 10th I will utter with my tongue.
Beautiful.
A man that have the joy of his children.
And look, we can't even have the joy of our children in this kingdom, man.
Yep.
Okay, because the red Hebrew Edomite, the so-called white man owns them, man. You know? Go ahead.
And it reads, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies.
Look, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies, man. You know? You Israelites have enemies contrary to what your enemy is telling you, man.
Right.
Okay? You can read about that in Psalms, the 83rd chapter, man.
Right.
Okay? Starting off with the so-called white man. the main enemy to you Israelites, man. Still holding it?
Right.
The Sirach.
Oh, yeah. This is the book of Sirach, 25 verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy,
That's right.
and the 10th I will utter with my tongue.
Okay.
A man that hath joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
Yeah, going back to the songs the brother just brought out, man.
Yep.
You know, we waiting for that day, patiently waiting for that day, man.
Yep.
For the Lord to pay our enemies back, man. For laying a hand on us, man.
Yep.
For taking us to war before slavery. Now look. I know, right? And look, and further our affliction, man. You know? Yeah, we went off, yeah, we served our punishment, but these devils, man, these devils help for the affliction of our people, man. Up until this very day, man. That's why you got Jen in this house eating ice cream getting shot down, man. You know? You got Issachar, okay? Same thing happened to Issachar, right, man? He was in his house, and the cops came into the wrong house, okay? And he
Open fire.
huh?
You open fire on him?
No, he didn't open fire. It was a case of mistaken identity. He got the wrong house, and then when he turned his back, he turned around. They shot him in the head, man. You know. So you look, you Spics are just up under the curses as so-called as Judah, man, the so-called black man.
Right.
You know.
Zechariah 1:15, I am very sorely displeased with the heathen that are at ease.
Yeah, these heathens are at ease, man. Start with the so-called white man, because this is his heaven. This is his rulership right now, man. Okay, and he's slowly, not slowly, but rapidly losing it, man. Right?
For I was but a little displeased, but they helped for the affliction.
Yeah, the Lord was displeased with us, man. You know, worshiping other gods, idols going on. Huh? Yeah, we can get this.
Zechariah 1:15, I am very displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, but they helped for the affliction.
Yeah, so they pretty much helped for our captivity, man.
Yep.
You know, post-slavery, they won't let us go, man. They didn't let us go, man. They put laws in. Okay, look, the most lynches and things of that nature came after slavery, man. You know, Because during the time of slavery, we was considered property, man. Okay? We was somewhat valuable to them, man. Okay? But post-slavery, you know, that's when everything went down, man. Even up to this very single day, man.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras 15 verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy,
Right?
which I will put in thy mouth, saith YAHAWASHI. Verse 2, and cause them to be written in papers, for they are faithful and true.
That's why we have the Bible right down, man. Okay, in a book. Now it's scroll no more. It's written down in paper because these words are faithful and true, man. You know? Someone come up with the book of the dead, the book of the Quran, the book of the Mormons. We know it's all folly and bullcrap, man. Why? Because the Lord said what? This word was faithful and true. That's all.
Isaiah 34:16.
Yep.
Seek ye out the book of the Lord and read.
Yeah. The King James Bible 16:11, man. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. And it's going to tell you why.
There is no one of these shall fail.
What's that talking about, man? It's talking about the prophecies in the scriptures, man. Oh, have the second chapter.
Yeah, I was holding that earlier.
Kind of spirit. You know?
No one of these shall fail.
Right?
None shall want her made.
Yeah, this Bible stands alone, man. You can't link this Bible up with another book. Yeah, we may bring out certain books that reference the Bible, but at the end of the day, none of these other books link up to it, man. Okay, you can't take the Quran and link it up with the Bible, man. You can't take the Book of the Dead and try to compare it to the scriptures, man.
Yeah.
You know?
None shall want her made. For my mouth it hath commanded, and the spirit it hath gathered them.
Yeah, man. The mouth of the Lord commanded and the spirit has gathered them, man. You know?
Habakkuk.
Yeah.
Habakkuk 2 verse 1. Behold, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower.
Going back to Ezekiel, man.
Yep.
Becoming the same spirit as the ancient prophets, man. Because we are some of those men coming back, man. Okay?
And it reads, and will watch to see what he will say unto me,
Right?
and what I shall answer when I am reproved.
Done.
Verse 2, YAHAWASHI answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
That's right. Write the vision, man. This prophecy and make it plain upon tables, man. Okay? Go ahead.
The tables represents the scriptures.
That's right.
That he may run that readeth it.
Yeah, so he that may run that readeth it, man. You know? Get out there and push this word, man.
Right. Verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak.
That's right. And we are at the end, man.
Yep.
Because the vision is speaking, man. The mark of the beast. Okay? It's speaking because it's here, man. Okay? You got certain countries already going into that RFID chip system, man. To Switzerland, okay, there's already transfer a lot of their currency and ways of payment to the chip, man. You got the company here in Wisconsin, in the Midwest, Foursquare Market, okay. They got their employees getting chipped, having chip parties. You know, so that prophecy speaking loud and clear, man. World War III. Okay? That vision is here, man.
Yep.
You know? Go ahead.
But at the end it shall speak and not lie.
That's right. It's not going to lie, man. Go ahead.
Though it tarry, wait for it.
Though it makes like it's taking a long time, wait for it, man. It's just, look, right before your eyes, everything's going to pop off, man.
Yep.
You know? It's like, you know, you got a pot on the stove and it's boiling. You see soon come, if you leave the top on that lid, what's going to happen?
Evaporate.
Exactly, it's going to overflow. The top's going to fall off, the water's going to spill all everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
You know it's when I get done too. You leave the kitchen for
Yeah.
a minute. I'm just gonna sit down for a second. Before you know it, you come back a minute later, it's overflowing. You know.
That's right.
why you gotta keep your eyes on the prophecies.
That's right.
Right. And it reads, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come to pass, it will not tarry.
Yeah, because it's going to surely come to pass, man. Going back to Isaiah 34:16.
Right.
I was on that.
Yes, sir.
Go back to that. Yeah, that's right. Yes, sir.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras 15:2. It caused them to be written in paper,
Right.
for they are faithful and true. Verse 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee.
Fear not the imagination against thee, man.
Right.
You know, we don't be afraid of what people are going to think about us, man.
Yeah.
We don't care if we see, look, our old pastor from the church we used to go to.
Right.
You know, your favorite school teacher or counselor or whatever. Okay, family and friends, your boss, your neighbor. We don't give a damn, man.
Right.
What they think about us if they see us. Okay? Go ahead.
Let,
It says, this is Isaiah 41, chapter 41.
Yeah.
Isaiah 41:14. Fear not, thou worm Jacob.
Yeah, the Lord compared us to worms, man.
Yup.
You know? A worm is defenseless, man.
Right.
You know, and that's what we are here in America, man. Where we're scattered pretty much.
It says, fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel.
Right?
I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel.
Yeah, so the Lord's going to be with us, man. He's going to help us, man. Okay? Going back to what we just read, you know, fear not the imaginations, man. You know, Jake, and this happened before. Jake rolled by and they'll roll the window down, they'll put their fingers up like they're, you know, they're going to shoot you or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen that literally happen. But you know what? I didn't fear it. Why? Because knowing the scriptures, man. The Lord's going to be with us, man. You know?
This is St. Matthew 28, I'm going to start 18. And Yahuwah came and spake unto them, saying, all power is given unto me in earth and in heaven. Go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you. And lo, I am with you always, even unto the end of the world. Amen.
Yeah, so the Lord can be with us always. Whether where we're teaching, where we're at, the Lord's going to be with us always. We're doing His will, man. Okay?
He commanded us to be out here. We have he said all power is given unto him. And so the Lord's controlling everything, you know? Scripture say all judgment was given unto the Lord YAHAWASHI. You know, so the Lord's controlling everything down here on earth. And it's His will for us to come out here in the midst of all these nations and to gather the elect of the nation of Israel, you know?
Got a quick precept. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 3, starting at 5. I laid me down and slept. I awake, for the Lord sustained me. Right, exactly, man, which is brought us to this truth, man. You know? And it reads, verse 6, I will not be afraid of tens and thousands of people that have set themselves against me round about. Right, because it's like 2 Timothy 1:7 says, the Lord has not given us a spirit of fear, man. Because we know YAHAWASHI has sent His angels around us because we fear YAHAWASHI, man. Right. You know, when we go into that word sustained, it means to uphold or refresh or to revive, man. He revived us from that dead state of mind that we were in, man. You know, so now we out here on the highways and hedges preaching the destruction of America and teaching our people the law, statutes, commandments of the Bible and telling them to return, man. You know? Right. Back to 2nd Esdras. This is the book of 2nd Esdras 15, verse 4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Read 4 again.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras 15, verse 4. For all the unfaithful.
Verse 3, yeah.
Okay. 2nd Esdras 15, verse 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee.
Right.
Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
Yeah, the non-believers, man. You know, we don't worry about that. We're not about numbers up here, man.
Right.
You know, we're about the correct numbers. That makes sense. The elect.
One.
You know, we're not worried about having 1,000 people up here listen to us, man. We just worry about reaching the elect, man. You know, no one's listening to you guys. You know, why are you out here? You're wasting your time. You know, no one's believing you. Hey, we don't want that to deter us, man. You know, we fear the Lord. That's one of the reasons why we up here, man.
That's right.
This is Ecclesiastes 7, verse 28. Ecclesiastes 7 and 27, and it reads, Behold, this have I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one to found out the account, when yet my soul seeketh. But I found not. One man among 1,000 have I found.
See? Only one man out of 1,000 that was righteous, man. You know?
But a woman among all those have I not found.
Look, is that you know that a woman ain't righteous, man. You know? Only the men can be righteous, man. Out of all the women, not one. Out of 1,000, one man, man. That's a needle in a haystack. I don't know what, man.
That's right.
You said what? You ain't looking for numbers, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I brought it out.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, Romans.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Yep.
This is Romans 3 and 3. For what if some did not believe?
Yeah, so what if some didn't believe, man? And that's 2/3 of our people all day long, man. They refuse to believe the words that's written in the Bible. They refuse to believe this prophecy, man. You know? Oh, man, it ain't gonna be no third world war, man. You know, it's not gonna be another famine. You know? America's prepared for that, man. You know? America's not gonna be destroyed. We got the strongest military, man. You see the Marines sound buff and shape. Nonsense, man.
And it reads, first Romans 3 and 3, for what some did not believe, shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect?
Right.
God forbid.
Yeah.
Yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings,
That's right.
and mightest overcome when thou art judged.
That's right, man. You know, just because these people don't believe the prophecies, does that mean the Lord's gonna stop it from happening? Hell no. The Lord's gonna make sure these prophecies come to pass, man. Because it's His word, man. Okay? And we just read in the 2 Ezra 15 chapter, the words of the Lord are faithful and true, man. Okay?
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 20, verse 16. So the last shall be first, and the first shall be last. For many are called, but few are chosen.
Yeah, many are called, few are chosen, man. Okay, Lord willing, we are part of that chosen, man. You know? That few. You know, the Lord doesn't deal with a huge amount. He always deals with a small remnant, man.
Yep.
You know? And it's pretty much to show His power. Okay? Read up our precept again.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 20, verse 16. So the last shall be first, and the first shall be last. For many be called, but few chosen.
Yeah, many are called, man. Many of our people are called to this thing of ours, man. But few are chosen, man.
Right.
Going back to a precept the brothers bringing out, man. That 1 out of 1,000, man.
Yep.
That's very small number, that very small remnant, man.
Yep.
And that's what we're looking for. That's what we're fishing for. Okay? So go back to that 2 Ezra 15.
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 15, starting at 4. But all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Yes, the ones by people that believe on these scriptures. Hey, look, you're gonna die in unfaithfulness, man. You know? And there's many ways the scriptures tell you that the Lord's gonna cause our people to die, man. You know, through the pestilence. Okay, these diseases out here that you see is running rampant. Okay? They had another bacteria disease that was in these jacuzzis that people are catching now, man. You know? And it's spreading like wildfire, man.
Gotta keep peace up.
Okay.
This is the book of Proverbs 22 verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil.
That's right, man. A wise man foresees the evil, man, the bad times.
Yep.
You know, that's coming to America, man, and throughout the 4 corners of the earth, but mainly here in America, man.
Yep.
Okay?
And hideth himself. But the simple pass on and are punished.
Yeah. You see, a wise man is going to hide himself in the scriptures, man. Going back to Isaiah 33 and 6, the wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our times, man. The Lord said he's a strong high tower. Okay? So, you got it? What?
This is Proverbs 18:10.
Yeah.
The name of the Lord is a strong tower.
That's right. YAHAWASHI, man. It's a strong tower, man. Go ahead.
The righteous run into it and is safe.
That's right. The wise of our people, okay, the prudent of our people are going to run to it because it's safe, man. Okay? But a simple man is not going to hearken. Huh?
Take heed,
Yeah, he's not going to hearken, take heed to these scriptures, man. To this prophecy, to what's going on, man. You know?
Let me say, scriptures say the simple believe every word, you know? So when they believe every word, they're believing the lies that their good old pastor in their church is telling them, that peace is coming. They're believing the president, they're believing the fools of our nation instead of believing those that are, the scriptures say they hate him that rebuke you from the gate, They're not gonna believe, am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? People that desire to hear lies, So sweet and simple things like the peace is coming, they're gonna believe that with no problem.
Right.
Scripture said they each of themselves teachers having 18 years. You know?
That's right, man.
Got rid of it. You still holding it? Got Proverbs 18:10.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is Proverbs 18:10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower.
That's right.
The righteous run into it and is safe.
And it's safe, man. Protected. Okay? And that's what the righteous is going to be when all hell breaks loose, man. Look, we're that way now, man. Lord willing, we endure. We're protected, man. Okay? Whether we're out here on the highways and byways, through our walks, throughout the week, man. Okay?
This is Proverbs 18:15. The heart of the prudent getteth knowledge.
Yeah, the heart of the prudent, all right, the wise getteth knowledge, man. Okay? And fear is knowledge. Fear of the Heavenly Father, going back to Proverbs, the 1st chapter.
And the ear of the wise seeketh knowledge. Guess what? Scripture say, knowledge and wisdom shall be a stability of thy times. So the prudent, the wise man, those that have been given the eyes to see, which I was going to get that next, they have given the eyes to see, they seeing things happen, they're preparing themselves. Scripture say, put on therefore as the elect of the Most High, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. You're going to have a lot of people that don't believe in these words. That's not supposed to be troubling us in these last days. This is St. Matthew 13:16. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which you see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which you hear, and have not heard them. Yes, so what? It's a blessing that Yahweh. That's why the scripture says, blessed is he that readeth. Blessed is that gift to understand, read it, because the time is at hand. We're in the time of these prophecies being fulfilled, like the world's going into more troops are being sent down to the Middle East. The words of Yahweh see brothers getting increased more in the spirit. That means what? We're getting closer to the end. Yahweh is revealing more of his secrets onto us. We're almost out of this place called America.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras 15:4 again. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Right.
Verse 5.
This is St. John.
Yeah, the scripture said all the unfaithful, man, of our people, man. Because these heathens don't stand a chance, man. This message, like we opened up with earlier, is for our people, man. Okay? The Lord says, speak down the ears of his people. Right?
The scripture says without faith it is impossible to please him, you know? You gotta believe that, hey, that he is. This is St. John 3:17. For Yahweh sent not his son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved.
Right.
He that believeth on him is not condemned,
That's right.
but he that believeth not is condemned already.
That's right, man. Going back to all the unfaithful, man. You know, the Lord was sitting to say the word of Israel, man. The children of Israel, the elect, man. You know. But the ones of our people that don't believe, hey, look, man, they're condemned already, man. You know.
That's right. It reads, but St. John 3:19, verse 18, because he believed not in the name of the only begotten Son, the Most High.
Yeah, y'all people didn't believe in the name, man. They didn't believe in it running to a strong tower, man.
Right.
You know, for protection, man. And then our people gonna be calling on 2/3 to speak Jesus, man. Okay, or Allah, man. You know.
This is another Acts 4:12. Neither is there salvation in the other.
Neither is there any salvation in any other name, man. You know? Father, man.
They be so astonished. What are they doing over there?
All right.
They turn out they having a good time supposedly. Why are you distracted?
Right.
You know, when you're not having a good time, you're looking around. You know, you're not really there. You're trying to look around like, what else is there to do other than this? You know? So, you know, that's how you know they're not really having that much fun. What were you going to say, bro? Okay. This is the book of Acts 4:12. Yeah, the noise, right? Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved.
Yeah, so there's no other name, man, under heaven that was given. But you is going to be saved, man. Okay? YAHAWASHI is the only name, man. And we just read that name is a strong high tower, man. And the righteous run up into it, man. And it's safe.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's great.
It's like you having an after a bowl super party and whatnot, you know, you having a, you know, for you and your fans who believed on you that you won the team, all the haters who think you ain't invited that party.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't believe we could do it, you know? So our people, they don't believe in Lord YAHAWASHI. So when he comes back and bring judgment to this place, when he comes back and to deliver those that believe in him, hey, the only thing left for the non-believers is instruction. The Lord's only, you didn't even believe I existed, you know? That's what the Lord is saying.
Yeah, I remember it was a professional game. It was a basketball game, and they was getting blowed out, and they came back and won. Like everybody was leaving the stadium.
Oh, everyone left the stadium.
Yeah, and then they came back and won, and I forgot something was given to the ones that stayed, like, you know, the true believers in the team or something like that. Yeah, the diehard fans. You know, we're the diehard fans of YAHAWASHI, man.
That's right.
And that word fan is short for fanatic, man. You know?
I think I know what game you're talking about. The people that left,
The rappers one.
I think it was at the Lakers game, but the
Yeah.
point is the people that left, they got the doors locked down, so they couldn't come back in.
That's right. Yeah, they got the doors locked because they couldn't come back in, man. You know? And that's what's going to happen to our people. They're condemned already, man. They're out the door already, man, because they don't believe on this word, man. You know?
Right. The parable of the foolish virgins, man.
That's right.
They got the door shut on them, man. You know?
That's right.
That was art.
Yep.
Scripture says that whosoever seeketh not the Lord shall be put to death. You
Yep,
know?
yep,
You're only
yep,
going to
yep.
seek into something if you believe that's true.
Yep, that's right.
St. John 3:36. He that believeth on the Son have everlasting life,
YAHAWASHI.
and he that believeth not the Son shall not see life.
Shall not see life, man. Which means they're condemned, they're going to be put down, man. You know? Whether it's through the race riots, whether it's through the pestilence, whether it's through martial law, concentration camps, these animals out here that's going to get loose, these animals that we haven't even seen yet, okay? the ICBM missiles, okay? The chariots of the Lord. But the Lord's going to get you one way or the other, man.
Yep. And it reads, St. John 3:36, but the wrath of Yahawah abideth on him. Yeah, that wrath of the non-believer, the wrath of Yahweh by YAHAWASHI is abiding on the non-believers, you know? The scriptures say, he that believeth on me, you know, I shall abide in them, and he in me. Yep. You know, and the Lord's like, I'm granting mercy upon those that believe on me, but on the non-believers, you're going to be destroyed pretty much, you know?
Right.
You're going to be taken in these upcoming calamities that are coming upon America.
Right.
That's it.
Yep, that's it.
It's the book of Second Ezra. Come on, man.
I'm sorry, I got for no reason, yo. They wanted me to make that car so loud.
Yeah, all that damn noise, man. This is the book of Second Ezra 15:5. Behold, saith Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHWASHI, I will bring plagues upon the world.
That's right. So plagues are coming.
Yeah, the Lord Yahweh YAHWASHI, he said, well, he's going to bring plagues upon the world, you know? And a plague isn't nothing nice. The brother's getting the definition of plague now, and it's talking to the whole world, you know? It says, you read it for me.
The definition of the word plague, a disastrous or evil or affliction.
Yeah, and the Lord has already begun to send his plagues, but what do these people chop it up as? Mother Nature, you know?
Right.
And, you know, back in the ancient days, you know, during the time of Egypt and Pharaoh, they knew that, you know, the Lord was bringing them, you know? It was like, yo, pray to your power, yo. Pray to your power that he stop this plague, you know? The Lord has already begun to bring these plagues, but these people have forgotten Yahweh Shema. The scriptures say our people have forgotten the Lord days without number. And, you know, these heathens, they're not believing on the Lord right now. That's why the Lord, when he delivered us out of the land of America and across the four corners of the country were delivered, that's why it said it shall no longer be said, the Lord liveth that brought the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but the Lord liveth that brought the children of Israel out of the land of the north, in the place that he had driven them. Because look, the Lord's name is going to be glorified in the earth again, you know? These people have forgotten the names of Yahweh Shema Shai. That's why he has his prophets out here declaring the names unto you. And we're telling you that Yahweh Shema Shai is bringing these plagues.
That's right.
That's what the scripture says. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? You know, we're telling you the Lord is bringing these plagues. What's the definition again, bro?
Definition of the word plague, the first one, a disastrous, evil, or affliction.
Yeah, a disastrous evil or affliction, you know? You got that typhoon, I believe that happened in Japan.
Yep.
And it was Japan or China, you know?
Japan.
It was Japan, right? And it was saying that was the worst one in years, you know? It was like, what was it, like 60 years? Or maybe?
63, I think.
Yeah. Yep. It was the greatest typhoon, you know? That wasn't just some natural disaster. That was the Lord bringing plagues upon the world.
Right.
Any more definitions, bro?
Salaki. B, or number 2, a destructively numerous inflex, multiplication of a noxious animal. Another good one is, yeah, that was pretty much it.
They got the Black Death.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Pneumonia. Bubonic.
Plague.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Lord is gonna make even it says even greater evils, you know? Even greater evils or even greater plagues are gonna be coming upon the earth, you know? We got it.
Alright, Salaki Aki. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 5 again.
Right.
Behold, saith Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHWASHI, I will bring plagues upon the world.
Right.
The sword.
That's right, the sword, man. which is pretty much any killing instrument, mainly the gun, Esau, Edom, okay, upon our people, man.
Famine?
A famine, man. All these stores you see up and down the street, okay, your local supermarkets, your local fast foods, they gonna all shut down, man.
That's right.
You know? These trucks are gonna stop coming to these stores, filling these racks up, man. You see what's going on in South America?
Yep.
They're being rationed out, man. Food's being rationed out to the people, man. And you already know the government don't care about the people. So you think they're gonna ration out food here, man? You think they give a damn about the people here, man? Especially you Israelites? You gonna get thrown in a concentration camp, man.
It says sword and famine, right?
Yep.
It says, this is 2nd Ezra 16 and 23.
Right.
For many of them that dwell upon the earth
That's right.
shall perish of famine.
Shall perish of famine. You can't put a number on many, man. Many's an unnumerable amount to put on, man.
That's right.
And the Lord says it's gonna perish from a famine, a lack of food, a lack of water, man. Okay?
Yep.
See, these people don't think that this thing can happen, man. Because, you know, in their lifetime, okay, it hasn't happened, man. You know? But you go back and ask people who lived during the Great Depression, they're still storing up things now, man.
Yep.
Afraid of that dreadful day again, man.
It's like you're gonna have some people that have food in their houses, you know. They might send the father and the family, the man of the household out to go, you know, maybe get some supplies. He never comes back.
Yep.
So what, the people in the house, they're gonna be scared to go out. They're just gonna starve to death right there in the house. Or if they do go out, you know, an animal might just attack them. You know, it might break their leg.
Yep.
You know, now they really can't get any food. You know, you got a lot of Jake and people that are very sick out here in America. You know, they're gonna be left for dead. You know, they just gonna be left in the house starving to death. You know.
I can make a quick point on that. They showed you that on that video game, The Walking Dead, man. You know, those that were elderly and sick, and that was young, very young and sick, they was pretty much the outcasts, man. They got put to death. They was there for the zombies that was walking around, man. You know, because it was called a liability. You know, they was in the way, so to speak, man. So they was cast out. They showed you that on The Walking Dead, the video game.
I think they quarantined some of them in the actual series. The ones that was like that, they quarantined them until they eventually just died.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that Walking Dead.
All right. That's real shit.
2nd Ezra 16 and 22.
Right.
For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine.
And look, and that's a rough way to go to judge salvation, man. You don't want to die by no famine, man.
Yep.
You know, your stomach start eating away at itself. That body constantly craves, man. It's gonna want and desire anything in that day, man.
You start hallucinating.
Yep.
You get all like, kind of like, where you be watching these movies where they're traveling in desert, you know, heat, water.
Like they said in the cartoon, they be starving, the person inside them turns to a hot dog or a chicken leg or something.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of these people are not well nourished. So when they get passing out, you got people. You got this one person, 1 o'clock is, they'll be like, I gotta sit down. I'd be like, it's 1 o'clock and you ain't eating nothing all day. Like, if you know you're gonna get like this, you at least gotta eat something.
Yeah.
But in that day, there ain't gonna be no food, you know? There ain't gonna be no food, you know? So they're gonna be passing out. They might be eating, you know?
I'm gonna put a point on that. They showed you that also in the movie Kangaroo Jack, man. They were walking in the desert, so to speak, and looking for Kangaroo Jack, and the white boy Charlie was hallucinating, thinking that there was a vehicle for them to travel on, man.
Oh, yeah,
he was like, Lewis was like, what? Like, there's nothing there. You're sitting down on the ground, man. He was hallucinating.
That's right. So this famine's gonna hit our people hard, man. You know, all you dollar menu Jakes, you know what I'm saying? You big whopper Jakes, okay? My 600-pound life Jakes, okay? It's gonna hit you hard, man. And the Lord is the one that's bringing it, man.
Yeah, these zombie movies are great, you know? Zombieland, what was it? The fat people went first, you know? That's how it's gonna be. They're gonna be eating. People be hitting.
gotta be, they have to be contained. Somebody madness, man.
This is 2 Ezra 16 and 22. For many of them that dwell upon the earth
Right.
shall perish of famine.
Like them demons you just saw having an outrage, they're gonna perish from a famine, man. You know? They're not gonna have anything in their cupboards, okay? These stores gonna be shut down. It's not gonna be any, look, they're gonna be scraping the gum that you see on the concrete, man, off, man. You know?
That's why it's still up there at 25. 25, 35. 35? Still, that's still. Anyways, and it reads, and the other that escaped the hunger.
Yeah. So if you're fortunate enough to escape the famine, okay, you may have some food stored up.
You might create a militia.
Yeah.
You know, you and your gang.
Yep.
You went out, you robbed from the, you probably just robbed from like the elderly, the poor. You didn't kill them or anything. But now, all their food is gone in the city. Now you gotta go rob from a different gang, that's been hoarding up food, And it's gonna be shootouts. You're gonna have some people that are hoarding up food who's gonna be getting their houses broken into. They're gonna try to defend themselves. Have a lot of casualties,
That's right.
They're called bandits.
And it reads, and the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Yeah, shall Esau destroy, man.
Yep.
And look, or the gun. Because like the brother says, it's going to be different groups and gangs, ganging up together and going to rob people for their resources, man.
Yep.
Remember
that again? And it reads, shall the sword destroy. And that's not, the Lord is breaking it down. Shall. It will happen. Those that escape, it will die by the sword. So there you know, escaping the day of the Lord. The Lord is telling you. The Lord gives, he ain't, Yep.
That's spirit.
There you go and read it.
That's spirit.
The Lord don't give out little like, oh, they might die by the sword. No, He's telling they are going to die by the sword.
That's right. That's right.
Commandments.
That's right. This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 18.
Right.
Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
Yeah, the word woe means destruction and death unto our people that desire the day of the Lord, man. Like we open up with, man, you're not going to hear this message in church, man.
Right.
You're going to hear this on the highways and byways because, they tell you in church, the Lord's coming back. It's going to be all sweet, man. But the day of the Lord is not going to be that way, man. Upon his arrival, it's going to be death and destruction, man. Throughout the four corners of the earth, man. As you see going on now.
That's right. And it reads.
Yeah, a lot of the fire scriptures, because they admit that the Lord's coming back angry, they think that means they're going to go to hell. They don't know it means nuclear destruction.
Right.
And laser beams from those chariots.
Yep.
They show you in that Tom Cruise movie, War of the Wars. That was a scary movie, and I didn't like watching it.
All the zombies, right? No, 80s.
Yeah, I was like, that's scary.
And it reads on, to what end is it for you?
Yeah, what end is it for you, man? You sit up here, it's going to be complete destruction for you, man.
Yep.
You've been being wicked your entire life, celebrating Christmas, Thanksgiving, okay, Halloween, okay, eating the bombo foods, shrimp, pork, crab, lobster. What end is it for you, man? It's straight death, man. So why you desiring the day of the Lord so bad, man?
If I can make a quick point on that, because I've been talking to a majority of these Christians, man, and they bring up the topic about these holidays, and they say the three top holidays that they like is like Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Halloween. So if you're a Christian, you believe in the scriptures, why do you like Halloween? You're supposed to abhor Halloween,
That's right. Get the hell away from it.
You think they'll celebrate celebrate Easter, they believe it's when the Lord was born.
Yeah.
Or like that's when he had died, you know.
Yep, that's right. And it reads, the day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
Yeah, it's darkness upon the wicked of our people, you know? It's going to be a dark and gloomy day of destruction, but the scriptures say that the man of the Lord is going to be hid from all that, you know? Because you have kept the word of my patience and shall also keep you from the hour of temptation. The Lord said he was going to protect his men, you know?
Right.
Look at the prophet Elijah, you know, when he was protected.
Yep.
You look at the prophet Elijah, the Lord fed him with the raven, you know, he drank from the brook of the river, you know, he had the animals feeding them, bringing food in the morning and in the evening, and the Lord is always taking care of his men.
You good, bro? This is the book of Amos 5:18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
Yeah, woe means death and destruction. Right. So death and destruction, great mourning unto the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that are desiring the day of the Lord. You know, you desire that the Lord come back, you know, so you can be forever with them. The Lord is coming back for your destruction. You are going to be with the Lord for a long time, you know, when he's put that, when his spirit's upon those missiles and you're getting burnt up, you know, and you're being tormented.
That's right. And it reads on, to what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
Yeah, the day of the Lord is darkness and not light, you know? The day of the Lord is not going to be a bright and sunny day for a majority of our people, especially the wicked of our people. You know, those that have been committing all type of abominations, you know, man sleeping with a man, woman sleeping with a woman. You have bestiality, you know. You got people eating, you know, pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. You know, and this one chick told me she's a vegetarian, supposedly. You know, here it is, but she said she loves catfish. She's like, I don't like seafood, but I love catfish. You know, but then she tried to tell me she don't like bacon either. I'm just like, I was like, catfish, they the bottom feeders of the ocean, and they basically a pig. She's like, yeah, but they so good. Like, it's crazy, our people.
Finish. Verse 19. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him.
Yeah, if a man did flee from a lion, so this man fled from the lion. He fled from the family, you know. Him and his gang, you know, they gather all the weapons like they show you in Bushwick, you know. You know, they gather all their weapons, so they were chilling for a little bit. You know, you have that Jake. You know, so they're breaking into people's houses. They might be robbing food. What did it say? Looting and stealing. You know, it's gonna be all anarchy out here, like the Purge. You know, you're gonna have family members getting sick with diseases. You know, you might bypass that. You know, so you fled from the lion. Go ahead.
And a bear met him.
And the bear, man, here it is. You run up into a house. You know, you run into a house. You got another gang waiting in there for you. You know, you might make it out there alive. You got the military troops. You know, now they don't caught you. They take you off. They hold you off to the concentration camps. You know, all these different calamities are going to be coming back to back to back, to where they're not going to be able to escape.
Right. And it reads, or went into the house and laid his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him.
Yeah, here it is. When you lay your hand up on the wall, you kind of out of breath. You tired, you know? Like they show you in the movie Bushwick, before the dude had died, you know, he was tired, he was exhausted. You know, he basically, you know, he was done, you know? And he was like, I'm going to use the bathroom. And that was it, you know? These different calamities are going to be coming upon our people, you know? They're not going to be able to escape the wrath of YAHAWASHI.
Yeah, they let their guard down, man.
Okay.
Catfish is a species that eat dead material on the bottom.
Wow.
Yeah, so catfish, they eat dead food, you know?
Wow.
that's kind of gross, you know. Especially, you know, it's sitting at the bottom of the ocean. What is the purpose of that? It's so it keeps the ocean, it keeps the not the ocean, it keeps the lakes, the ponds, the water, bro. It keeps them clean, you know, from rotting. That's why that's why you can't even drink the pond water anymore, you know. You can't even go to the river and get water anymore because Esau's taking all the catfish out of there, you know.
Okay. This is Revelation 3:10. Because thou kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Yeah, and what's the hour of temptation? You know, when this RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, I don't know what the RFID chips are, I believe it's over there. Yeah. It says, read from top.
This is Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Yeah, because, you know, the men, you know, the elect and Lord will require that have kept the word of the Lord's patience. We have kept the Lord's word. You know, we suffer. We went through our afflictions, you know. Scriptures say that we're being afflicted now, so that way we're not afflicted with the world, you know.
Yep.
We're being judged now, so when the world is judged, we're not caught up in that same destruction, you know.
It's Revelation 3:10. Because thou kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Yeah, the hour of temptation is when the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, is going to be implemented and made worldwide, you know? That the only way you're going to be able to live in the society, the only way you're going to be able to, you know, eat, drink, you know, buy and sell. This is a consumer-based society. You know, so if you want to buy if you're thirsty, you gotta go to the grocery store and buy some water. You know, you want some food, you gotta go to the grocery store and buy some food. You know, maybe a restaurant. Without that RFID chip, you know, that during the hour of temptation, you're not gonna be able to do any of that. You know.
That's right.
The hour of temptation will really affect you when you're going through that famine. See, this devil's smart, man. He's not stupid. He's gonna close everything down, okay, and then he's gonna starve you out. To the point where, look, either you're gonna eat and take this chip, or you're not gonna eat, man. And that day you gotta really put your trust in the Lord, man.
Yep.
You know, we all gonna be tried with that, man. You know.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes, said after 7 AD. That's right.
That's right.
Yep.
That's why Jake was eating leather belts. You know.
Yep.
Eating each other's kids. It's gonna get bad out here.
Eating grass.
Eating grass. Yep.
It's Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world.
Yeah, so this thing is going to come upon all the world, you know? The RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. That's why it's in China, you know? That's why it's over there in certain parts of London, the UK area, Switzerland. That's really, bro. Yeah, over there in Switzerland, you know?
Yep.
That's why it's over there, you know? That's why America is just late to the party, actually, in that aspect, you know? Everybody not really using cash, using cards. You know, a lot of people are using their phones to pay for stuff. You got Americans now, they got, they'll have the card, you know, but they'll ask, you guys take Apple Pay? You know, they want to pay with their phone. They have the card in their hand. They'll put the card back into their wallet just to pay for their phone. You know? Just swipe the card. It's the same thing. But it's getting these people ready. You got a lot of these old restaurants. You know, they're updating to the chip system now. I'm like, if the system ain't broke, why fix it, you know? But they're upgrading to the chip system now. I remember now they had the NBA commercial where the dude, he had the card in his hand, all he had to do was swipe his card, wave his card over the reader, you know? They want to implement it to your hand, though.
You got Astro down there in South America. Football games, soccer games, you know, they're allowing them to get chipped so it'll be quicker to get inside the stadium, man.
Yep.
It reads on, Revelation 3:10. What shall come upon all the world, try them that dwell upon the earth.
Yeah, what is that? Sirach 33:1? It says to try them that dwell upon the earth, you know? So what? The hour of temptation is going to be, you know, is going to be the final deal to see whether our people really believe in the Lord or not, you know? And a lot of Christians, so-called Bible Christian believers, you know, that these church-going followers, they're going to take the RFID chip, you know? And it's going to cause them to be destroyed. Yep.
Sirach 33, verse 1, right?
Verse 1.
Sirach 33, verse 1. And it reads, there shall no evil happen unto him that feareth YAHAWASHI, but in temptation ever again will he deliver him.
Read it again.
This is the book of Sirach 33 and 1. There shall no evil happen unto him that feareth YAHAWASHI.
Yeah, there shall no evil. Evil is a compound word. Eve meaning ill, time meaning Eve meaning time, and ill meaning bad. You know, so no bad times. And what does Jeremiah 30 and 7 say? Real quick, can you get that real quick?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Yeah, so there's going to be a time of trouble. It's going to befall the earth, and it's going to be a time of Jacob's trouble. And Jacob is the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Go ahead, bro.
And it reads, but he shall be saved out of it.
But he that feareth YAHAWASHI, he that did the will of YAHAWASHI, who took that grace period and seized the moment, you know, they seized the opportunity to get right for the Lord. They put the they got the oil, they got the knowledge of YAHAWASHI, you know, and they stirred it up within them. They stored it up within themselves. You know, that man is going to be taken care of, you know, in the time of Jacob's trouble. He's going to be saved out of it.
Yeah, that's right. Read this again?
Oh yeah, read that again, Bahashaam.
This is the book of Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it.
Yeah, so there's a day coming upon the earth, you know, that is going to be that is uncomparable to any other times that has ever been, you know.
That's right.
And it's going to be a terrible and dreadful day. You know, that's why the Lord has his prophets out here on the highways and byways warning our people, telling them to, you know, to believe in the names of YAHAWASHI. You know, we just read that he that believeth not in the name shall not receive salvation. You know,
Right.
But the wrath of the Lord is going to befall them. It's called Jeremiah 11:11.
Let me get that.
Nah.
Okay.
Read your we're gonna get Jeremiah 11 a little bit.
Okay.
Read that, finish that one off, and then go back to your Sirach.
All right. And it reads, for it is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Yeah, for it's even the time of Jacob's trouble. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
But he shall be saved out of it.
Yeah, but he shall be saved out of it. And yeah, the so-called white man is going to be able to get his hands on some of us. But the scriptures say, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of YAHAWASHI shall lift up a standard against him. You know? Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of you want to say that?
Not second. That's just, yeah, back in Sirach.
Oh.
This is Daniel 12:1. And at that time, Michael shall stand up. The great prince was standing for the children of thy people.
Yeah, at that time, Michael, the archangel, the head angel under Lord Yahawashi, is going to stand up. You know, he's going to stand up for the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Just like you got an older brother that might stand up for you and make sure that, or you might have a friend that stand up for you, you know? Back up off my dude right here, you know? The Lord is going to have his men, the Lord's gonna have his men being protected by the angels, you know. Michael, the archangel, the angel in charge of all the angels. Okay.
This is Daniel 12:1, and at that time Michael shall stand up. the great prince was standing for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that time, even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered.
Yeah, thy people shall be delivered. It's talking about the elect, because the elect are the Lord's people right now. The elect, the true believers. You know, scriptures say the hour cometh and now is when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. You know,
Right.
so that's the elect. Two-thirds are cast off as heathens, you know?
Right.
They have discontinued from their heritage. They're no longer Israelites, you know? By the Spirit.
Okay. It reads on, Daniel 12:1, it says, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that should be found written in the book.
That was it?
That was it.
Okay. I thought I was going to say something. Yeah. It says, everyone that shall be found written in the book, you know? The elect of YAHAWASHI, they who follow the Lamb, they say, these are they who follow the Lamb wheresoever he goeth, you know? My sheep hear my voice, and they follow me. It's talking about the elect of YAHAWASHI. They're going to fear YAHAWASHI, and they're going to be protected when all hell breaks loose.
Sirach.
Yep.
This is the book of Sirach, 33:1 again. There shall no evil happen to him that feareth Yahweh Shem Yahushai,
Go ahead.
but in temptation, even again will he deliver him.
Yeah, but in temptation, even again, where he deliver him, you know? But when this RFID chip is being made mandatory, you know, you might go a couple of days without food, without water. You know, the Lord's going to deliver you out of that. The Lord, at the last, the Lord is going to feed you. You know, the Lord's going to take care of his men, because that's what he promised. And did not the Lord say that he was going to bring this famine to America? Did not the Lord say that he was going to make his, the scripture said, 1,000 shall fall by thy side, and but it shall not come nigh unto thee. Hey, there's going to be a lot of death out here in destruction, but the Lord is going to take care of his men.
Right.
It's 1 Corinthians 10:13. There have no temptation taken you, but such as in common to man.
Yeah, so, and the things that, hey, it says that there is no temptation taking you such as common to man. Everybody going to be going through the hour of temptation. Hey, but the only thing is, we're going to have Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and they're not.
That's right, Lord's will.
Lord's willing. That's right, bro. Okay.
But Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able.
Yeah, the Lord's going to keep us, because the Lord knows what we can go through. The Lord knows the spirit of brothers who are going to be able to face the guillotine, you know? The Lord knows the spirit of brothers who are going to be able to go a couple of days without eating. The Lord knows the spirit of brothers who are going to be able to go into the concentration camps, you know? And maybe get tortured and they get that spiritual power, you know? The Lord knows what you can handle, you know? So the Lord's not going to suffer you to get tempted above that which ye are able. Go ahead.
It reads on 1 Corinthians 10:13. It says, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
Yes, the Lord is going to put the spirit, the scriptures say, the spirit of man shall stay in his infirmities. You know, the Lord is going to put the spirit on us to where we're going to be able to bear it. You know, the Lord is going to make a way out of this, you know. You might go a couple of days without food, you know, but what, you can see abominable food might be presented to you. You know, but what the Lord, hey, all you gotta do is say no. The Lord, and there's gonna be a great reward for you resisting temptation. And was not the Lord tempted after he fasted 40 days and 40 nights? You know, how did he? That's why the scripture said, "Wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of lifetime." He fought off the spiritual demon Satan with the word. That's why we gotta get this knowledge. Some guys say it 33:6.
I'm already there.
Okay.
This is the book of Isaiah, 33 verse 6. It reads, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
Yeah, and wisdom and knowledge. It's talking about the wisdom and knowledge of the Bible, of the Holy Scriptures. You know, it's not talking about the wisdom that you might, that you might gain going to school, going to college, that you might gain watching, reading these books all day. No, it's talking about you reading the Bible, you know, and you getting built up in the Spirit by the men, starting with our apostles and elders, the great millstone, the men on down who are teaching you the 100% truth of the Bible.
This is the book of wisdom. This is the book of Isaiah 33 verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
Yeah, and you look at that word stability, you know, in the blue letter, you go to the root word, it goes back to, it should be our faith, you know, of that us having the knowledge of the scriptures, Romans 15, us having the different accounts that are written in the Bible, you know, of all those that ever trusted in the Lord, how he always was with them. Look at Elijah when he went up against the prophets of Baal, you know. The prophets of Baal were confounded before Elijah, you know.
Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Yeah, for whatsoever things that were written aforetime, what was written aforetime, these scriptures were written for our learning. So the scriptures say wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom. And with all that getting, get understanding, you know? And the only way you're going to get understanding is to taking the time of your day, you know, using that leisure time that the Lord gave you to get built up in the Word, you know?
Yeah, Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Yeah, we through patience, us, you know, we catching our hell now, you know, here in America, you know, so we won't have to catch it when our hell is breaking loose. We through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. The word gives us hope, you know. Look at all the accounts of all the men that the Lord ever protected. Look at Daniel in the lion's den, you know. Look at Meshach, Shimrak, and the Abednego in the fire of the furnace, the fiery furnace, the furnace of fire, you know. The Lord delivered them. The Lord fed Daniel in the lion's den fresh food, fresh and hot food, you know.
By Habakkuk.
By the prophet Habakkuk. Yep, Habakkuk. That was in there. Read it again.
Yep, it's Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Yes, so wisdom and knowledge of the scriptures, this was written for aforetime. This was written for our learning. Go ahead.
It says that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Yeah, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. The scriptures say, real quick, brothers, 1 Thessalonians 4:18. Just bring it, just that part out.
Got it.
Got you. You said 1 Thessalonians 4:18. It's the book of 1 Thessalonians 4 verse 18. And everything gives.
16.
I got appreciate how you get that.
1 Thessalonians 4. I think you're in the first chapter.
It's 1 Maccabees 12:9. Therefore we also, albeit we need none of these things, for that we have the holy book of the scripture in our hands to comfort us. Going back to Romans, man. This is our comfort, man. This is what we're going to use to go to for comfort, man. The wisdom and knowledge of understanding the scriptures, things written before time. We have it right here, man.
Yep.
You know?
Read it again, bro. That was the bad one.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's 1 Maccabees 12:9. Therefore, we also, albeit we need none of these things, for that we have the holy books of the scripture in our hands to comfort us.
Exactly. We don't need these material things to comfort us. You know, people find comfort in going to work. People find comfort in going on social media. You know, clubs. Maybe going out and taking a walk. You know, people might find comfort in listening to a certain song or music. You know, smoking weed. howbeit, we don't need none of that, you know?
Right.
We got the comfort of YAHAWASHI. You know, we got the spirit of understanding that is upon us.
Right.
Read it one more time, bro.
First Maccabees 12:9. Therefore we also, albeit we need none of these things, for that we have the holy books of the scripture in our hands to comfort us.
Yeah, it's in our hands, you know? And we giving this word out freely. Now, you know, while the Lord has us out here, you know? You can get this word in your hands, if that be your desire, you know, and that's what the Lord wants. You know, it's ultimately up to YAHAWASHI. What were we reading? Thessalonians 4:18.
Yep. This is the book of 1 Thessalonians 4:18. Wherefore comfort one another with these words.
Yeah, well, we comfort our people with the words of the Bible, you know, that they might have hope, that they might have stability and faith when all hell is breaking loose, you know? Now, you were reading the other scripture.
Isaiah.
Oh, get Exodus.
This is the book of Exodus 18 verse 11. Now I know that the Lord YAHAWASHI is greater than all gods.
Yeah, and this was Jethro's, Moses' stepfather, father-in-law, I should say. Yeah, father-in-law. You know, there ain't no such thing as stepfather. But father-in-law, it was Jethro's father-in-law. I mean, Moses' father-in-law, Jethro's. After he heard of all the terrible things that the Lord did for the Israelites, and he was like, "For now I know." Read it again, bro.
This is the book of Exodus 18 verse 11. Now I know.
Now I know. Now I understand that the Lord is nothing to play around with.
That's
that the
right.
Lord is always going to be with His people. Go ahead.
This is Exodus 18 verse 11.
And the Lord's going to be with the elect on this side.
This is the book of Exodus 18 verse 11. Now I know that YAHAWASHI is greater than all gods.
Yeah, now we know. It's like, the Lord, YAHAWASHI, that took down Pharaoh and the Egyptians, Pharaoh and his armies, that he greater than everybody, you know? And it's going to be made manifest again soon enough.
Right.
Yeah, but we know, the birds up here, we know that the Lord is the greatest power, you know? That's what's gonna be our faith, you know? And the Lord is with us, you know? The Lord is greater than the so-called white man, anything that he can do onto us, you know? Mm-hmm. The Lord is greater than these different witches and warlocks, you know? These false idols. Then you got Buddha, King Tut, whatever that nigga's name is. And all these false idols.
That's right. This is the book of Exodus 18 verse 11. Now I know that YAHAWASHI is greater than all gods.
That's just so funny. Now we know, you know, the Lord greater than all these idols. Go ahead.
And it reads,
Yeah, you got it, bro.
for it reads, for in the thing wherein they dwell proudly, he was above them.
Yeah, the Lord is above these other gods. I don't care how proud they are and some things that they might be able to do. Really, they can't do nothing. And the things that they think they can do, the Lord is greater than that, you know?
Right.
Get back to Isaiah.
This is the book of Isaiah 33 verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
Yeah, and wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our time. So this word, us having this knowledge, this is what's going to keep us stable, you know?
Right.
This is what we got to continue to believe in the Lord, YAHAWASHI.
Right.
Hey, we did everything the Lord commanded us to do, you know?
Right.
Hey, is the Lord unfaithful? Hebrews 6, get that real quick. Give the Hebrews 11 and 6 too, bro. Okay. And then 1 Corinthians 15 and 58.
Gotcha.
It's Hebrews 6 and 10. The Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love.
Yeah, the Most High ain't righteous. Oh, so I hired you for a job. All right, Peace out. Thank you. That was good. Y'all can go home now. Nah, yo, the Lord said at the end of the day, you know, that Matthew, the parable of the penny, at the end of the day, he gave them their payment, you know? Even the guys that came in late, they still got the reward. And the Most High is not righteous, forget your work and labor of love, you know? The Most High, the Most High is right. He's the one, the Lord is righteous, you know? He wrote the book on it, literally. Go ahead.
It's Hebrews 6 and 10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love.
Yeah, so the Most High, YAHAWASHI, he sees our work, you know, us putting up videos, us praying to YAHAWASHI. He sees us calling upon him, you know. Here it is before our hell breaking loose, you know, the Lord's hearing every prayer, you know, but now all of a sudden the Lord don't hear you, you know. The Lord ain't unrighteous. Go ahead, bro.
It says, which ye have showed towards his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints, and you minister. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence.
Yeah, so what? You know, brothers, we're supposed to be showing diligence, you know? The scriptures say, as it was our mind to go astray from YAHAWASHI, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. You know, we desire everyone, the scriptures say, I can get it, bro? Sirach 33 and 17. I'm going to pull it, no, I just try to get it.
This is the book of Sirach, 33 verse 17. Wherefore that I labored not for myself only.
Yeah, so we labor, we're not laboring in this word, you know, just for ourselves, just to get the knowledge for ourselves, you know? Go ahead.
But for all them that seek learning.
But for all of them that seek learning. So when you get built up to a point, you know, you're supposed to be a minister of YAHAWASHI. You're supposed to come out and teach these words to his people, you know? But you get built up enough. That's why brothers supposed to be doing videos. That's why the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, they stress on videos, you know? You're not supposed to be just pouring this knowledge up. Scriptures say, wisdom, that's it. What profit is that, you know? Better is he that holdeth his folly than he that holdeth his wisdom, you know? Yep, God, spirit. Any more than that, bro?
Read it again.
You can read it again.
This is the book of Sirach, 33 and 17. Consider that I have labored not for myself only, but for all them that seek learning.
Yeah, we're supposed to consider that, you know? Hey, you got brothers out here that are hungry for the knowledge. Here it is. You done wrote down all these precepts in your story. You ain't even do a lesson. You know, you ain't. You know, every time, you know, I get a little revelation, I call the brother, you know? I be like, yo, this is what the Lord had me meditating on today, you know? What you think about it, you know? You think this is all right, you know?
That's right.
You know, hey, breaking bread.
Hebrews 6 and 11. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope until the end.
Yeah, the full assurance of hope, you know, so we supposed to be full of hope. And brothers up here, you know, we are full of hope, you know, we got the hope of YAHAWASHI, we got that faith, we got that expectation that the Lord is going to save us, you know, and Lord's won't be part of your life.
I got to bring verse 12. So just like that.
Okay.
Verse 12.
Read verse 11. I'm sorry, one more time.
11 again?
Yeah.
Yep. Hebrews 6 and 11. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end.
Yeah, unto the end. He that endureth unto the end, he that believeth unto the end, the same shall be saved. Go ahead, bro.
If I, you know, the more you start seeing these prophecies come to pass, the more your faith increases, man.
Supposed to.
Supposed to, yeah.
You be like, man, yo, the Lord said that.
Yeah.
Yo, the Lord said he was gonna do that, yo.
Exactly.
I mean, what the Lord is, that's why you gotta have the simple foundation, you know. The Lord doesn't lie. You know, or the Lord is the one killing people.
Yeah.
That's the foundation. You over here trying to eat the meat, you don't even got teeth yet, you know?
Right.
Hey, that's having those simple scriptures in your head and different accounts and story of the Lord was always dealing with the you know, his men. Hey, that should be a boost your faith right there.
That's a good point, you know. And you got no teeth, you can't eat meat, man.
Yeah.
We had a party at our job, and one of the dudes, he had no teeth, so he couldn't eat no meat, he couldn't eat no wings, man. So what they had to give him was something soft, man, something that he could die, you know.
So he can digest.
Yeah.
Some mashed potatoes.
I don't know anybody that put milk in
Yeah,
mashed
man.
potatoes.
Yeah, mashed potatoes and whatnot.
Right. But this is Hebrews 6 and 12. That ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises.
Yeah, I was talking to one of the brothers, he was like, hey, keep it up, because, like, Jake needs it, We can't be slothful in business, We're supposed to be on fire for the truth, And brothers, we gotta have our down days,
Yeah.
But, hey, we call a brother, hey, we gotta fight through those things, because we got a great reward. Remember the end, Remember the reward. Remember the things that the Lord promised.
Scripture say, I have not seen what you heard, but the Lord has in store for those that come above you.
Every time, you might get dubbed by a woman, I be like, hey, bro, I just gained 100 more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
I be like, whatever, he's got 100 more women. Because really, it's the Lord that's putting the spirit on those women, but like, nah, That's what the Lord wants you focused on Him.
Yep.
You might be trying to watch a movie on Netflix, is buffering the whole time.
Yeah, oh my God.
And you like, man, why's it buffering? The Lord like, all right, you good. You don't need to watch that no more.
Right.
Scripture say the Most High speaketh of one, she had twice, but man perceive it not. But the Lord gave us that spirit to perceive it. Yeah, spirit of discernment. You got more than that, bro?
That was it.
Okay. Get 1 Corinthians 15 and 58 first. I believe you got that, bro.
Got it.
And then we'll get Hebrews 11 and 6.
Nah.
And what was the first one we were reading? That Isaiah 33:6.
All right.
Okay, got it.
This is the book of Isaiah.
No, get Corinthians. I'm trying to
Sorry.
get
Sorry about that. 1 Corinthians 15 verse 58. Wherefore, my beloved,
We're talking to the elect.
Yep.
We're part of the hopeful elect. We're not saying that, we're the elect. No one has ever, we have never come out of our mouth saying every brother in GMS is part of the elect, No, we're part of the hopeful elect,
Right.
We're doing what the elect of YAHAWASHI will be doing down here on the earth. Giving diligence to make thy calling and election sure. You can get that.
And it reads, be ye steadfast, unmovable.
Yeah, be steadfast. You gotta be firm. You gotta be firm in what you've been taught. You can't be wavering. It's unmovable. You gotta have your faith firm in YAHAWASHI. Scriptures say, be not therefore no more children, tossed to and fro by every wind of doctrine. Here then you got a guy saying the earth is flat. You over here, whoop.
All right.
Like, you can't be tossed to and fro. Just like, hey, that's it. Go ahead.
I gotta make a quick point on that. Yeah, going back and forth. That's just like somebody that's in front of you, going side to side. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like, you're gonna get angry with them, and you're gonna hold them still. Like, look, man. Like, hey, you gotta stay still, man.
That's right.
That's just like brothers in the truth. People believing that the earth is flat. People believing that the earth is flat, and you got brothers that's so-called brothers that's being double-minded, man. The brothers in this truth supposed to correct that brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep them still, be like, hey, look, that's not the truth. The scripture says this right here, man. So back in 1 Corinthians 15 and 58, therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, which means rooted, always abounding in the work.
Yeah, always abounding. You're exceeding expectations. We're not gonna be perfect. Scriptures say we rehearse the righteous acts. So some things you might be abounding in reading that week and doing videos, but hey, you might be lacking in other things that week. But what the important thing is doing the work, pushing out those lessons.
Got a definition for you. Yep. It's the definition of the word abounding. It reads, existing in or providing a great or plentiful quantity or supply.
Yes, we supposed to be supplying a plentiful supply of videos, you know? You know, the goal, you know, the order, not the goal, Slucky, the order is 3 videos a week, you know? Here it is, you know, you've been in the street for a couple years, you should want to do more than 3 videos a week, you know? You should be able to do more than 3 videos a week, you know? You don't always got to go into deep, dark philosophical, you know, all these deep, dark lessons, you know?
Right.
What happened to the fear of the Lord? You know, what happened to, you know, what is love? You know?
Trust me.
What is sin?
The deep, dark, you know, break down the sins for a season meet.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We're trying, you know, gather the elect. You know what I'm saying? You don't just gather the elect, but, you know what I'm saying, season meet. Let's go throw them off, man.
I know, right?
You know, right?
We're going in Daniel the 7th chapter, man. He gonna be all confused, man. He ain't ready for that.
I really only see the apostles going to those.
Yeah, man. He ain't ready for
I
that.
haven't seen it for everything.
That's right. But that was good.
That's it.
The water, brother.
Are you still reading, bro?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And it reads, and strength. And it reads, and strength of salvation.
It's the strength of salvation.
Yes, sir.
Read from top. Because what it says in Isaiah, in wisdom and knowledge shall be stability that time and strength of salvation.
Yep.
But go ahead.
And wisdom and knowledge.
I'm sorry, bro. Sorry.
Oh, my bad,
I got you
bro.
tongue-tied.
Oh,
Can you
sorry.
go back to, wait.
Oh, yes, Corinthians.
Did you finish Corinthians?
No, I did. That's
Okay.
right.
Okay.
It's like
I thought it said strength and salvation in Corinthians for a second. I was like, man, that's exactly what it told you in Isaiah. Get the camera on
that. Back in 1 Corinthians 15 and 58. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord.
Yeah, you look at the word bound, it means to far exceed expectations. Okay, bro?
And it reads, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in the vein of the Lord.
Yeah, that's the point of the scripture. And that's the point of the scripture. For as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain. We doing this what? So that we may be protected. You know, some brothers have families. That your families might be protected in that day. Hey, every brother got something to fight for up here. You know, whether it be the brother next to you, whether it be you know, some brothers got you know, hey, the Lord says He's gonna give you the desire of your heart. You know, so you desire for a family member, someone to be saved. Hey, who knows? The Lord might grant that unto you. It's all up to YAHAWASHI.
Right.
Who says whether the Lord's gonna have mercy or not? Only Him.
Right.
The Lord showed you through the scripture. He gave example. You know? He said this person. What did he tell Lot? Look, is there anybody else? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
He's like, yo, is there anybody else you care about in the city?
Right.
Hey, look at King David. He was like, he fasted after I mix up names. I can't really think of them right now. But after he had a kid with the woman who he committed adultery with.
Oh yeah.
You know, he fasted for those days to see if the Lord. He was like, and he got questioned. He was like, how come it is that when the child was alive, you fasted, you know? But now that the child is dead, you get up and drink.
Right.
The King David was like, how was I supposed to know if the Lord was going to have mercy or not, you know? So that's how it is for us and our family members, you know? We don't know if the Lord's going to have mercy or not. So what we just doing what we got to do to try to get delivered out of America, and if the Lord wants to bring them along, that's up to Him.
That's right. Isaiah?
Isaiah. Hebrews 11. You got no Chris
Psalms 46 and 10.
46.
Yeah.
Okay.
It says, be still and know that I am the Most High.
Yeah, be still and know that I'm the Lord got us. You know, like bro's going, you know, be still. You gotta have that firm faith and know that He is the Most High, that He is Yahawah. You know, that He's above everybody else. That he's the one controlling everything down here on the earth. You know, that's one of my favorites. Read that again.
Psalms 46 and 10. Be still and know that I am the Most High. It says, I will be exalted among the heathen.
Yeah, the Lord is going to be exalted at the end of the day, you know? And we out here exalting the names of YAHAWASHI right now.
Right.
Okay?
It says, I will be exalted in the earth.
Yeah, the Lord is going to be exalted in the earth, you know? And he's going to, and part of that exhortation, he's going to exalt his men as well, you know? The true believers. Scripture says I should give thee praise and fame in the land where you put to shame.
Yeah, verse 11. It says, the Lord of hosts is with us.
Yeah, the Lord of armies, you know? Hey, the Lord is a great king, and he has an army with him, you know? Is with us, the undefeated army of the Lord, the angels. Hey, you have all these movies. You have the movie of the Mummy. You have that ancient army that was just messing things up. Where do you think they get these ideas from, you know?
Right.
The Lord and his band of angels, that's the ancient army, you know?
Right.
That just be messing everything up, undefeated.
Right.
You need a kingdom to go down, the Lord's gonna send. Hey, the Lord, when Elijah, he asked the Lord to open Elisha's eyes.
Right.
There was a numerous amount of angels around them, you know, ready to go, ready to fight for him and for the Lord's people.
Right. It reads on, Psalms 46 and 11, the Lord of hosts is with us. The power of Jacob is our refuge, Salah.
Yeah, the power of Jacob, the power of the Israelite is our refuge, you know?
Right.
A refuge, you know, that's somewhere, you got these different refuge centers, you know, after these natural disasters. Hey, and they go into the refuge center, they safe, you know? So what, when all chaos is going on, we're going to be safe right there with the Lord, you know?
I can make a point on that. When you go into that word refuge, because I read into it yesterday, it goes into a stronghold, man. You know, a place where you're protected, like the brother was just saying, through the spirit.
Yep, you seen that movie Saving Private Ryan? You had that dude with the on top of the high tower, the strong tower with the Gatling gun. He was mowing everybody down. You know, he was protected there for the longest. You know, eventually he eventually got overran. You know, because they were the bad guys in the movie. But hey, they're gonna show that what the Lord. That shows the example. You know how the Lord is gonna take care of his men.
It says refuge is now a condition of being safe or sheltered from pursuit.
It's in a condition of being safe, you know? So the condition that the men of the Lord are going to be when all hell is breaking loose, we're going to be safe. Hey, what the rest of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans and these heathens are in trouble, hey, we safe. We're going to be safe, Lord's willing.
That's right. It says sheltered from pursuit, danger, or trouble.
It says shelter from pursuit. You know, when those troops come in and they are hauling you people off to concentration camps, we're gonna be sheltered from that. You know, it's from what else? Shelter from what?
Shelter from pursuit, danger, or trouble.
Danger or trouble. Hey, we're gonna be sheltered
Right.
in the time of Jacob's trouble. Lord's will, we be part of the elect. You know.
Hey, look, the Lord can make you invincible, man. You know, it could be you running trying to get away. And you see a martial law troop run right past you, man, and get the person right in front of you.
Yeah.
You know?
They show you that movie, X-Men. I'm not sure which one it is. One of the newer ones, you know? Not the newest one of the newer ones. Yeah, that girl with the spiritual power. You know, they had the army. Oh, there was one with the house that blew up. You know, and after that, the troops came in. And what? She blinded the troops. He was over there, we're checking everywhere. And, you know, Esau has the infrared. You know, the Lord can easily hide you from the infrared to where, look at Lot, you know? This is why wisdom and knowledge should be a stability of our times, you know? Us remembering these different accounts, that nothing is too hard for YAHAWASHI. All things are possible with the Lord.
That's right. Some of the synonyms are safe haven,
Preservation, you know? Hey, the scriptures say we are the salt of the earth, and salt is used to preserve, you know? So we're going to be preserved in that day, Lord's willing.
Hey, look, ark.
An ark, you know? Just like Noah, how he got into the ark and was protected. and the rest of the people were SOL.
Yep.
Hey, that's how it's gonna happen again.
It says foxhole hiding place. Hide
It said a foxhole,
Foxhole,
you know.
Yep.
You be like, you don't never see the foxes, you just see they holes, you know.
Yep.
They always protect in there. It said a hideout, you know.
Right.
So we gonna be hiding out, you know, by dwelling with the scriptures, by meditating on this word. Does that mean we actually gonna go into a bunker and just stay there the whole time? No, it doesn't, you know. But the Lord is we're gonna be protected through the Spirit.
Got a quick precept.
Okay, get your precept, bro.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 22, verse 8. He trusted on YAHAWASHI that he would deliver him.
Hey, and that's what. Hey, so we get Second Maccabees, or First Maccabees 2, and it's down at the bottom. It's at the 58th verse, where it says, "All those that trust in the Lord shall never be overcome." But I'll look forward while you get your scripture.
All right, come.
Read your scripture, dude.
This is the book of Psalms 22, verse 8. He trusted on YAHAWASHI that he would deliver him. Let him deliver him, seeing he delighted in him. Exactly. So YAHAWASHI is going to deliver his elect that the Lord delights in them, man. Because YAHAWASHI has chose them since the beginning of time, man. You know, so we're coming in, we're doing the same work as the elect is doing, man. So the Lord's willing to be a part of that number, man. That he deliver us as well, that we be found worthy. Start off with our apostles and our elders of great millstone down.
Read your precept again, bro.
This is the book of Psalms 22, verse 8. He trusted on YAHAWASHI that he would deliver him.
Yeah, that's the brothers up here in this faith, you know. Scriptures say the fear of the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them.
Yep.
So fear and trust, they go hand in hand, you know. He trusted that YAHWASHI would deliver him, you know. Go ahead, bro.
And it reads, let him deliver him, seeing he delighted in him.
Yeah, let YAHWASHI deliver him, you know. Since he delighted in the Lord, and it tells you in Baruch that the things that are pleasing unto YAHWASHI are made known unto us, you know. Happy are we, Israel, for the things that are well pleasing to YAHWASHI are made known unto us. You know, things that please YAHWASHI, we take delight in those things as well, you know. So we want to please our power. Get yours.
This is First Maccabees chapter 2, verse 61. And thus consider ye throughout all ages.
Yeah, consider this. Ponder upon this. You know, meditate upon this right here. That throughout all ages, you know, throughout time, since man dwelt upon the earth, go ahead.
That none that put their trust in him shall be overcome.
That anyone that has ever put their trust in YAHWASHI shall be overcome, you know? I mean, they're not going to be overtaken. The Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, you know, these wicked, scoffers and scorners, they're not going to be able to do nothing against us. Read that again?
This is First Maccabees 2 and 61.
That's right.
And thus consider ye throughout all ages that none that put their trust in him shall be overcome.
Hey, and that's the point. None that puts their trust in YAHWASHI is going to be overcome, you know? You know what scripture that? We go. We're going to get it.
Okay.
Can you hold right now?
Nah, we just want to go. I was going to get something. I hope it was.
Yeah, get your precept. Isaiah 33 and 6. And, you know, we're still reading that.
Okay.
Don't drop that yet. And we still reading Hebrews 11.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
2 Peter 1 and 10.
Oh, yep. Wow, bro. 2 Peter 1 and 10.
Got you.
Yeah,
This is Mark 2 and 10. Look, look at the generations of old and see.
yeah, how do you look at the generations of old? You know, you got a time machine, you know, that you can go back and watch everything that went down back then. No. You gotta read the scriptures.
Right.
You look at the generations of old by opening up your Bible You know, going to our history, you know, you got 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, you know, the book of Judges, the book of Joshua, Chronicles. You know, go to the New Testament. anywhere, anywhere. Go through all the books.
Right.
Anybody who ever trusted in the Lord was always protected, you know?
Right.
Fucking smells like weed in here.
I know, right?
Yeah. Sirach chapter 2 verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see.
Yeah, and see for yourself. Go ahead. You're good, bro. So look at the generations of old and see. I mean, look at the accounts of all the men that trusted in YAHAWASHI, that feared them, that called upon them. They was always taken care of.
It says, and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken?
Hey, Shawai, look at the scripture that says, are they sleeping? It should be in the Old Testament. Are they sleeping? Yeah. Maybe they're asleep. Something like that. It's going to be with Elijah.
I got to put this up for that.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Psalms 18 and 17. He delivered me from my strong enemy. This is the book of Psalms 18 and 17. He delivered me from my strong enemy.
Who's that he? He exists. YAHAWASHI.
Right.
You know, our deliverer, our savior. The power and refuge of Jacob. Read it from the top, off the top.
This is the book of Psalms 18 and 17. He delivered me from my strong enemy.
From our strong enemy. You know, the nation of Israel, we got enemies, you know? And the Lord's going to deliver us from our enemies. The scriptures say, everyone, basically, if you contrary to the word of YAHAWASHI, you're our enemy. You know? And I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth. And you're going to have, we got Jacob, you know, the elected nation of Israel, Lord being part of that, we have a lot of enemies on this side.
Yep.
Yeah, bro?
And it reads, and from them which hated me.
And from them which hated me. He that Amos 5 and 10, they hate him, that rebuke him in the gates, and they abhor him that speak him uprightly.
Yep.
Hey, great fear came upon them which saw it, you know? If you fear something, hey, you must, that means you hate them pretty much, you know?
Right.
These heathens, so-called white men, they hate seeing us out here, you know?
Right.
It worries them to death.
That's right.
Yeah, bro?
And it finished it out, for they were too strong for me. Which is talking about Esau eating with these laws, man. We can't physically go against Esau eating the so-called white man, you know, because his blessing was the sword, man. You know, our power is in YAHAWASHI in these scriptures, man. The blessing for Esau was carnality, which is the sword, man.
Yeah, but the blessing of Jacob, we got that spiritual blessing, you know?
Yep.
That spiritual power.
Right.
And you can't do nothing against this truth, you know?
That's right.
You got any more than that?
That was it.
God, get that Hebrews. Oh wait, you got to finish out that Sirach.
The Sirach 2 and 10. Look at the generations of old and see. Did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise the Lord upon him?
Yeah, and the answer to those questions is no one, you know? All the men that trust in YAHAWASHI has never been, men, women, and children that trust in the Lord, has never been forsaken. What did King David say? He says, I've been young and now old, and I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging for bread, you know? Hey, that tells you right there the Lord is gonna take care of households in that day, you know? Lord's willing.
Jake's in a freaking remote control wheelchair. She's still trying to get some abominable food, man. Who's drinking on the door, man? What are people gonna learn, man?
I know people gotta learn to use the internet. Look at what time store closes.
That's simple, man.
I don't be leaving the house unless I look at the time first.
Well, I say you got dumb people using smartphones.
I know, right? I bet he was on his phone. Look, he on his phone now.
Yeah,
Now he want to look all the time. Like, when they close.
Right.
Come on, yo. You should have looked like before you even left the house.
Right.
Right.
You probably took the bus and everything to get down here.
I believe that was it, though.
That was it. Reese Rock again. That's a good one. Let me see if I'm going to put it up on. I just don't have my phone.
Why you could not bring this out? It's Sirach 110. It says, look at the generations of old and see did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded. Yeah, Meshach, Shadrach, Abednego in the fiery furnace. Okay, they put their trust in the Lord, man. And what? When they came out of the fiery furnace, what? It wasn't, they didn't smell like smoke or nothing, man. You know? It reads on, it says, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken, man. You know? Daniel in the lion's den. Okay? Let's see, it says, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Yeah. Who did the Lord hate, man? That called upon his name, man. You know? The Lord has always taken care of those who fear and put their trust in him, man. You know?
Yeah, exactly, you know? But all those that trusted in idols, which we're going to get a quick account, all those that trusted in idols were confounded, you know?
Right.
You got it?
Yep. This is the book of 1 Kings 18-21.
Right.
And Elijah came unto all the people and said, how long wilt thou ye between two opinions? If YAHAWASHI be the power, follow him. But if by all, then follow him.
Yeah, so we about to find out the account, you know? Is YAHAWASHI real or is Baal real, you know? Why are you double-minded, you know? Go ahead.
And the people answer him not a word.
Yeah, people, they couldn't even give an answer. They were like, didn't answer him anything. Go ahead.
Verse 22. It said Elijah unto the people, even I only, remain a prophet unto YAHAWASHI. But to Baal's prophet are 450 men.
I mean, what? Our people went astray from following YAHAWASHI. The prophets of Baal were deep, you know?
Right.
450, it said?
Yep.
To Elijah. So you had 450 men that are about to be praying to their power, you know, asking him for help versus the prophet of YAHAWASHI. Go ahead.
Verse 23. Let them therefore give us 2 bullets, and let them choose 1 bullet for themselves, and cut it in pieces, and lay hold on wood, and put no fire under. And I will dress the other bullet, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under. Verse 20.
First Maccabees 3:19. For the victory of the battle standeth not in the multitude of the host.
Yeah, the victory of the battle standeth not to the multitude of hosts. That's why it tells you in Genesis 7th chapter, the Lord is like, the people you have are too many.
Right.
He was like, tell the fearful ones to go home.
Right.
He was like, it's still too many. Everyone that lappeth like a dog, and then the other people who scoop the water with their hand to their mouth, they can stay. But the ones who lap it like a dog, they gotta go. You know. And then the Lord delivered them. I believe it was 300 people. If I'm not mistaken, it was 300 people that was left.
Yep. This is First Maccabees 3:19. For the victory of the battle standeth not in the multitude of the host, but strength cometh from heaven.
Yeah, and what, this is a spiritual battle, you know? You know, they got that saying in the world, strength in numbers.
Yep.
You know, that's right. 2 is better than 1, you know, spiritually. But what, the Lord is not dealing with a multitude of people, you know? He don't need a multitude of people, you know? He got a small remnant, 144,000 prophets, is a small remnant compared to the billions of people that are down here on this earth. Read that was good.
First Maccabees 3:19. For the victory of the battle standeth not in the multitude of the host, but strength cometh from heaven.
Yeah, but strength coming from YAHAWASHI, you know? And the Lord is about to prove his strength through his prophet Elijah.
In verse 23, 1 Kings 18:23. Let them therefore give us 2 bullocks, and let them choose, Slakia, 1 bullock for themselves, and cut it in pieces, Slakia, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under.
Yep, go ahead.
And it reads, and I will dress the other bullock, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under. Verse 24, and call ye on the name of your gods, and I will call on the name of Yahawah, BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI.
Go ahead.
And the power that answereth the fire, by fire, it's like it.
Yep.
Let him be the power.
Yeah, so the power that lights the wood, you know, and makes it burn the bullet, let him be the power. Let him be known that this is the power that's really living. The power that's really doing things down here on the earth. Right, bro?
And it reads, and all the people answered and said, it is well spoken.
Hey, that's true, man. If you have power, he can be able to light the fire with no problem, you know?
They agreed.
They agreed, yep.
And okay, verse 25. And Elijah said unto the prophets of Baal, choose you 1 bullock for yourselves, and dress it first, for ye are many, and call on the name of your gods, and put no fire under. Verse 26. And they took the bullock which was given to them, and they dressed it, and called on the name of Baal from morning even unto noon.
Yeah, they were calling on the 450 prophets. They were screaming at the top of their lungs.
Hey.
Baal, hey, can you light this fire, please? Right. Can you help us, please? You know, but nothing from evening to morning. You know. Hey, when the men of the Lord called, the Lord answered them speedily, you know?
Right.
In a hurry, especially at a time of affliction. You know, you get a brother give a testimony how he was about to get into a car accident. Hey, as soon as he called upon the name of the Lord, he said he got out of that car accident unscratched, you know? Without a scratch. Because he couldn't even finish the name of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, and he got delivered out of that car accident, you know?
Yep. Beautiful. And read, saying, O Baal, hear us. But there was no voice.
You know, no answer, no response to the fire being lit, nothing, you know? Go ahead, bro.
I bet they was looking real stupid too, man.
From the morning to the evening,
I'm
bro.
serious.
They're like, hear us, bro, hear us, you know, but nothing, you know? Because Elijah knew what the deal was, you know? Elijah brought people back from the dead, you know? The Lord just fed Elijah, you know? The Lord, Elijah's faith was on another level, you know?
That's right. Nor any that answered. And they leaped upon the altar which was made. Verse 27. And it came to pass at noon that Elijah mocked them. And said, cry aloud.
Cry louder. Maybe he can't hear you. He mocked them, you know? Just like the scripture said, we're going to be mocking them. We're going to mock when your fear cometh as a desolation.
Yep.
You know, we're going to be mocking too. And we're going to be laughing. Go ahead.
For he is a God, neither is he talking.
Read it again.
Cry aloud. For he is a God, neither is he talking, or is he pursuing, or is he in a journey.
So either he's in a journey, maybe he's away, you know?
Yeah.
Call louder, you know?
Right.
And he'll hear you. Go ahead.
Or pre-adventure, he sleepeth.
And you gotta wake him up. All might be sleeping. You gotta yell a little louder, you know? Jake like to sleep in. Go ahead.
It must be awake.
It must be awoken, you know? So Elijah is mocking them. Elijah knew the fire wasn't gonna lit, you know? Elijah knows that the only true and living power is Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. So he's mocking them. Go ahead.
Verse 28. And they cried aloud and cut themselves after the manner with knives and latches.
Yep.
Until the blood gushed out upon them.
They're trying to offer their blood onto the prophet Baal and everything, you know?
Yep, blood sacrifices.
Blood sacrifices, yep.
Verse 29. And it came to pass when midday was past.
Well, not blood sacrifice, when you sacrifice something, you kill it. But they were offering
Yeah,
blood
yeah,
to
yeah,
kill Baal, you know?
Yeah. Verse 29. Verse 29. And it came to pass when midday was past, and they prophesied unto the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice, that there was neither voice, nor to answer, nor any that regarded.
Yeah, so what? These false prophets, you know, and these people that believe in these idols, when all hell is breaking loose, they're going to be failed, you know? No one's going to come to their defense. No one's going to take care of them in that day. But the men that trusted in YAHAWASHI, you know, that's who people are going to call God and Jesus Christ, they were protected, you know? And it's going to be made known. This is just another account that you're supposed to be meditating on. These people in the world, their power is going to fail them. But the power of YAHAWASHI isn't going to fail us. Lord willing, we part of the elect.
Verse 30. And Elijah said to all the people. Verse 30. And Elijah said unto all the people, come near unto me. And all the people came near unto him.
Yo, Elijah, he was like, yo, gather around. Gather around. Come and see the work of YAHAWASHI. Come and see what the Lord is about to do unto them. Do.
Right.
Yeah. He was pretty much like, let me show you how it's done.
Let me show you.
You know? That's how you prove that we're the Israelites, man. You know, because Elijah was just like, hey, let me show you how it's done, man. Let me show you how it's really done.
Yeah. And that's what that's what the spirit of men of great millstone are in. You know, let us show you. We're showing you the way on, the way onto salvation. You know,
Yep.
We're showing you the way. This is the way you gotta do it. This is what the Lord takes pleasure in.
Yep.
Go ahead, bro.
And he prepared the altar unto Yahawah that was broken down. Verse 31. And Elijah took 12 stones, according to the number of the tribes of the son of Jacob.
Yep.
Unto whom the word of Yahweh came, saying, Israel shall be thy name.
Yep.
Verse 32. And with the stones he built an altar in the name of Yahweh, and he made a trench about the altar as great as it contained 2 measures of seed.
Okay.
And he put the wood in order, and cut the bullock in pieces, and laid him on the wood, and said, fill your 4 barrels with water, and pour it on the burnt offerings on the wood.
Yeah, so what? He built an altar for YAHAWASHI.
Yep.
And then what? After he put the wood under it, you know what? He put water. He soaked the wood, into, just so people don't try to say otherwise. He's like, yo, get 3 or 4 barrels of water, pour it all over the wood, you know?
You missed the spot.
Spot.
You get it all good and soaked and drenched.
Yeah, come gather all up. I'm not playing no tricks, you know? The Lord ain't playing no games. He's about to show his power. Go ahead.
Yep. Verse 34. And he said, do it the second time.
He said, do it again. Go ahead.
And they did it the second time. And he said, do it the third time.
Go ahead.
And they did it the third time. And the water ran around the altar.
That's why he built the trench. Go ahead.
And he filled the trench also with water.
Yeah, there was a lot of water. Go ahead.
Verse 36.
And brother knows, hey, you want to put a fire out, use water,
Yep.
You can't light something when it's wet. Try to light an instant when it's wet, You're going to have to basically evaporate all the water. You're going to have to leave the fire there for a long time. Go ahead.
To show you that with those Bible shows, they try to find dry sticks because they're like, this is too wet, I can't use it,
Making it free.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Beautiful, yep.
Verse 36. And it came to pass at the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice that Elijah the prophet came near and said, O YAHAWASHI, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and of Israel. Let it be known this day that thou art the power in Israel.
Yeah, let it be known this day that thou art the power in Israel. And it's going to be known who the scriptures say, then shall they know who are my chosen.
Yep.
You know? It's going to be known in that day who the Lord is really dealing with. It was known right there that the Lord was dealing with the prophet Elijah. Hey, and he was that his power was YAHAWASHI. Go ahead, bro.
And it reads, and that I am thy servant, and that I have done all these things at thy word.
Yeah, exactly. All these things we are doing. Hey, read that part again. They may know that thou art the power.
Yeah, I got it. And let it be known this day that thou art the power of Israel, and that I am thy servant.
Yeah, and that I am thy servant. So let it be known that thou art the power of Israel, and that I am your servant, you know?
Right.
That I am your true believer, your follower, you know? Go ahead. And I have done the things that you wanted me to do. You know, I was out there teaching the word. You know, I was out here doing many things in thy name, you know? Casting out demons, you know, having faith, fearing them. Go ahead.
And it reads, and that I have done all these things at thy word. Verse 37, hear me, O Yahawah, hear me.
Yeah, the scriptures say the righteous cry and the Lord heareth them, you know, and delivereth them of all their trouble. Go ahead.
That this people may know that thou art YAHAWASHI, the power, and that thou might hast turned thy heart back again.
Go ahead.
Verse 38, then the fire of Yahweh fell, and it consumed the burnt sacrifice, and the wood, and the stones, and the dust, and licked up the water that was in the trench.
And so it lit everything up, you know?
Yep.
A fierce fire came down from heaven, you know, burning everything up, you know?
Yep.
Hey, and that's how you know that the Lord is dealing with his men.
Right.
It's as soon as he said, hear me, oh YAHAWASHI, and the Lord heard him, you know? The scriptures say that the prayers of YAHAWASHI, I tell you that I am Raphael, the angel takes the prayers before the YAHAWASHI. The Lord hears our prayers, you know? He makes good on them. Finish out that Isaiah 33:6 and let the Bible promise.
I'll make one statement before he gets there. It's the same thing with Bel and the dragon, man. You know? Daniel was pretty much laughing, man. The Babylonians worshiping Bel, you know? With giving what? Flour and wine and yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Nebuchadnezzar is like, how do you say that how do you say that Baal is not Bel is not alive?
Yeah.
You see how much he eateth and drinketh every day? Exactly. You know, he was like, he chuckled. he chuckled, yeah. He was like, don't be fooled, King.
Right.
That's what he said. He chuckled out. He was like, don't be fooled.
Right. And come to find out, you know, it was being eaten by the people, man.
Yeah.
You know, what was it, birds?
He said they had a secret passage door.
Oh, yeah.
Up under it.
Yeah.
I think it was up under something.
Yeah.
They had the flour.
Yeah.
The footprints, you know, that showed people was eating it, man. You know, we're paraphrasing.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So the thing that written before time was written before I learned, man. We got enough scriptures, enough stories for us to learn from, man.
That's supposed to boost your faith. Like, yo, man, the Lord, he real. The Lord, the power of the Israelites is real.
Right, we might get into some of that.
Okay.
That Bel.
Yeah,
You know?
as well. I was thinking like, Lord's telling me how to get it.
Yeah.
Isaiah?
Isaiah 3, are you still good?
Yeah, I'll sit down.
Okay, go.
Isaiah 33 verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation.
Yeah, the wisdom and knowledge, man. These scriptures be the stability of our tongues, man. Knowing what? The YAHAWASHI is the one and only true living power, man. Okay? Because, you know, we're living in a time now where people are starting to think that the so-called white man is a god, man. Okay? And to go for him for all your wants and needs, man. Well, that's contrary, man. This dude is nothing but a man. YAHAWASHI is the one and only true living power, man. Okay, and that's part of the wisdom and knowledge and understanding that our people need to know about, man.
And it reads, and strength of salvation.
So having this wisdom, okay, knowing that what? YAHAWASHI, the true living power, okay, it's going to keep you stable, man. You know, knowing that Jesus Christ, Cesare Borgia, is not going to deliver you, man. Okay, knowing that man alone is not going to deliver you, man. These false idols that people bow down to, these rocks, okay, these prayer rugs and things of that nature, okay, it's not going to deliver you, man. Okay.
And it reads, the fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Hey, look, the fear of YAHAWASHI is a treasure, man. You know, because it's going to profit you in the day of the Lord's coming, man. Look, it's profiting us now, man. You know, we're being protected here in the valley of the shadow of death, right here in America. Okay? The Lord's going to protect us, man.
Right.
Would you hold anything else?
Nah.
I get Proverbs, first chapter.
20.
Sorry, this one.
This is the book of Proverbs, 1 verse 20. Wisdom crieth without.
That's right. Wisdom crieth without. Okay? Go ahead.
She uttereth her voice in the streets.
And she uttereth her voice in the streets, man. You know, you're not going to get this wisdom in school, college. Okay, that's what people go to school for. They claim to get a higher education, higher learning, wisdom. But you're going to find out here on the streets, man, for you Israelites. Hey, Shawai. Oh, you got another one?
Yeah. I brought extra.
Yeah.
Verse 21. She crieth in the chief place of concourse.
Look, crieth, man, not whispered. We're crying to our people, man. You know, get this wisdom now, you Israelites, man. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Now is the time to get this wisdom, man. Before all hell break loose and you be destroyed, man.
Got the definition of the word concourse, and it reads, a crowd or assembly of people. Exactly. So we're out here on the highways and hedges where there's a crowd of people, man.
That's right.
Multitudes of people walking past every week, man. You know, hundreds of people, man.
Right.
You know, so this is where the wisdom and knowledge and understanding is going to be established at, man, on the streets. Starting off with our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone, man. You know?
That's right.
And it reads, and in the openings of the gates, in the city she uttereth her words, saying,
That's right.
how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
That's right, man. How long will you simple jakes, man? Love the simplicity that this world provides you, man. You know? I saw an article earlier today, I think like 4 or 5 people got shot up in the club in New York, man. That's why people live for, man. They live to work their little 9 to 5, and on the weekends help the club, man. How long are you gonna love that simple ass life, man? You know? They want to continue celebrating these pagan holidays each and every year.
Yep.
Okay, that gets more wickeder and wickeder and wickeder, man.
Yep.
You know? Now we're in a time of the Lord really judging our people. Look, it's time to turn back, man. Stop your folly.
And it reads on, and the scorners delight in their scorning.
Yeah. And the scorners delight in their scorning, man. You know, how much longer are you going to continue to do that? You know? Get every idle word that mentioned 12:36, Matthew 12 and 36.
I got another precept for you.
Come
Let me
bring
get
your precept first.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 4, verse 2. O ye sons of men, how long will ye turn my glory into shame? How long will ye love vanity?
That's right. The way this word all it promotes is vanity, man. Okay? Nothing that profits you but death, man. You know? This world is ran by a wicked man. The red Edomite, Esau, the Edomites. Okay? The only thing they promote is death. They don't promote life. You know? The GMO foods. Okay? Pollution of the air, the water. Okay? Sodomy at an all-time high.
And seek after leasing. Yeah, which pretty much means folly, you know? So Matthew 12 and 36.
12 and 36.
Yep. It's the book of Matthew, 12, verse 36. And it reads, but I say unto you, that every idle word that men shall speak.
Yeah, you scoffers and scorners.
Yep.
Okay, this is for you, man.
Yep.
Every idle word that men shall speak. Go ahead.
They shall give account thereof in the day of judgment.
Yeah, you got to give account for that in the day of judgment, man. For the Lord is bringing the pestilence, the diseases, the rich riots, the cannibalism.
Yep.
Okay, all these animals are out here that are fit for destruction. Okay, you gonna have to answer for that through that, man.
I am right there.
Is that, you know, he gonna do some damage, yo. Yep.
Hotel right there.
Yeah.
Let me read that one more time.
Huh.
This is the book of Matthew 12 and 36 again. But I say unto you, this is the word in the cause Jesus Christ speaking, Lord YAHAWASHI.
That's right.
But I say unto you, that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment.
Yeah, you got to back that up, my man.
Yep.
All that scoffing that you was doing, all that scorning you was doing. Look, now it's the time to back it up. Now it's the time to cash that check in, my man. But you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna be insufficient funds, and that's gonna be your ass, Mr. Postman. You know. Go ahead.
Verse 37. For by thy words thou shalt be justified.
Right.
I'm about the elect.
Yep.
And by thy words thou shalt be condemned.
That's right. 2/3, man. Of you scoffers and scorners. Go back to Proverbs, the first chapter.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Yeah. So by thy words thou shalt be justified and be delivered.
Yep.
And by thy words thou shalt be condemned, man.
That's
Of all
right.
you scoffers and scorners, man. You know? The Lord sees everything, man.
Right.
The Lord, look, get Proverbs 15 and 3 real fast. We're gonna go back.
I got you.
You know? The Lord sees everything, man.
This is the book of Proverbs 15 verse 3. The eyes of the Lord are in every place.
That's right, the eyes of the Lord is in every place, man. The angels of the Lord are writing out everything that we do and everything that the scoffers do, man. You know? There's no way around it. You're not gonna be able to slither your way out of, you know, the judgment of the Lord, man. Because the angel, I don't remember doing that. The angel written it down. I don't remember coming up against your men. The angels written it down. You know, what's that thing called?
Flashback.
Flashback. Yeah. You know, they can pull it up right in front of you. You know, yeah. This ain't you. Their mouth gonna drop, man.
Yeah, they're gonna. It's gonna do that. The angels are gonna do that. It says that. And it reads, "Behold, beholding the evil and the good."
Look, beholding the evil and the good, man. What we're doing is the good, so the angels are writing that down right now. You know? And the evil coming against the man of the Lord, they're writing that down too, man. You know?
Back in Proverbs 1 and 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Right.
And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Yeah, fools hate knowledge, man. I mean, I think we're going to this word every camp, man. You know? Fools, blockhead, jackass, meatball, moron, okay? Dunce. You know? And fools what?
Hate knowledge.
Hate knowledge. And what's knowledge is fearing the Heavenly Father, man. It tells you that in verse 7 in that chapter, man. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, man. But our people hate it. They hate fearing the Lord, man. It grieves them, man. You know? They don't think the Lord can terrorize them, man. Torture them, man. Right here on earth, man.
That's right.
You got something?
Oh, no. Verse 23. Verse 23.
Yep.
Turn you at my reproof.
And this word is supposed to reprove our people, man. You know? It's supposed to correct them. Go ahead.
Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you.
The Lord's doing that now through his men. Prophesying to you, man. Telling you things that are come, telling who you are. You know? Saying that, you know, salvation is for the children of Israel. You know? So-called Negro Latino Native Americans. Okay? And you Israelite foreigners that look like these other nations, but go back to the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay?
I will make known my words unto you. Verse 24. Because I have called and ye refuse.
Yeah, the Lord stretch out his hand right now, man. You know, he's making that long distance phone call through his men. All right? You know, and a lot of people not answering the phone, man. You know, the phone is ringing right now.
Yep, as you can see.
Yeah, spiritually.
Yep.
Okay, and look, no one's here to pick up the phone, man.
Yep.
You know?
And it reads, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded.
See, Jake is out here spiritually sinking, man.
Yep.
You know? The Lord's using this word as a life raft for Jake. But Jake said, no, I got it. I can doggy paddle. Knowing Jake can't even do that, man.
Right.
You know?
I got the definition of the word regard.
Right.
It goes back to the Hebrew word mashoyah, which means to consider or think of.
Speak on it.
Yeah, man. So no man consider to think of these scriptures, man. Our people walk past every single week, not considering to stop and listen to what the minute of the Lord got to say according to the Bible, man.
That's right.
You know. So by them doing that, they're gonna be destroyed, man.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, but our people make time for the Bible on Sunday tomorrow. When they hear nothing but music for 4 hours,
Yeah, I know, right?
they can let your plate going around 2 or 3 times,
Right.
and maybe 1 or 2 scriptures come out. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, John 3:16.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then the pastor's going to give a 2-hour lecture
Yep.
about what he went through in his life.
Right.
You know, making it about him instead of about the Lord, man.
Right.
You know? Verse 25.
Yep.
But ye have set not all my counsel,
Mm-hmm.
and with none of my reproof.
Yeah, they chose not to hearken to this counsel.
Yep.
Okay, they take counsel from Esau, Edom.
Yep.
Okay, the ways of this world, these other false philosophies and doctrines.
That's right.
Okay, the Elijah Muhammad way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's that out here East India? The Gandhi way.
Oh, Gandhi, yeah.
You know, but they won't take the counsel of the Lord, man.
And it reads on, and with none of my reproof.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 26.
None of the Lord's correction, man.
Yep.
You know, our people refuse it, man.
Verse 26. I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
Yeah, so the Lord, matter of fact, before you get that, get Jeremiah 4.
22.
Yeah. Because, you know, our people are a bunch of blockheads and meatballs, man. You know, they refuse to hearken to the words of the Lord, man.
That's right.
You know?
This is the book of Jeremiah 4:22.
Yeah.
For my people is foolish.
Yeah, the Lord's people, man. Once again, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, we are the Lord's chosen people, man.
Right.
And the Lord said we foolish, man.
Yep.
You know? As a nation. Right?
They have not known me.
Mm-hmm. They have not known the Lord, man. Here it is, we're giving you a chance to know YAHAWASHI, bring you back to the law, statute, commandments of the Bible. And our people don't even want it, man.
Yep.
They don't want to know the Lord. Because it tells you in 1 John, you know, matter of fact, get 1 John 2 and 3. Chapter 2, verse 3, 1 John.
This is the book of 1 John 2 and 3.
Right.
And whereby
Mm-hmm.
we do know that we know him.
See, this is how you know that you know the Lord, man. Everyone's so quick to say, oh, I know the Lord, I got a relationship. No, you don't, man. You don't even know the names of the Lord, first and foremost.
Yeah.
You know? Go ahead.
If we keep his commandments.
Look, if we keep his commandments, man. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 4. He that saith, I know him,
Mm-hmm.
and keepeth not his commandments,
Right.
is a liar.
That's plain, it's black and white, man. Cut and dry, man.
Yep.
You know? Going back to what we was reading, you know, our people don't know the Lord. They're foolish, man.
Yep.
You know? The Lord said they have not known me. You know? You don't know the Lord if you're not keeping the law, statute, commandments. Man, we're reading it right now, man.
Yep.
You know? That was it. That was all I wanted.
We'll finish it out.
Oh, yeah, finish it out.
And the truth is not in him.
And the truth is not in them, man. Okay? This light is not in our people, man.
Yep. They don't speak according to the Bible.
That's right.
Isaiah 8 and 20.
That's right.
Jeremiah 4 and 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me.
That's right.
They are sottish children.
That's right. A bunch of retards, man.
Yep. And it reads, and they have none understanding.
No understanding at all. But we're giving the understanding.
Right.
We're giving the understanding, the wisdom and knowledge, understanding the scriptures, man.
Right.
Our people don't want it, man. It's like when like brothers have kids. You know, you have a child, you feeding the baby go.
Right.
They moving their hand all in their face. You know, so you trying to give them the spoon. They're like, no, I don't want it. That's our people, man. You know, we're trying to feed you with this wisdom and knowledge, understanding. But our people, they fan it away. You know, smack the sword out your hand, the scriptures.
Right.
You know, smack it down.
Yeah.
You know, like they did Hawaii, smack the camera. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge.
Yeah, our people are definitely wise to do evil, man. You know, a new way of a quicker way of cooking crack. You know,
Yeah, right.
a faster way of selling weed or bagging up weed or measuring weed or committing adultery.
Right.
You know, things of that nature. Our people are wise to do that, but to do a new pork chop recipe. You know, a quicker way to cook some shrimp or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Wise to do evil, man. Worshiping these other false gods and idols. You know, but to do good, turn back to YAHAWASHI, they have no knowledge.
Right. Matter of fact, this is the book of Isaiah 1 and 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doeth not know. My people doeth not consider. Exactly. So the Lord's comparing our people to two different stubborn animals, man. You know, our people are rebellious, man. You know, and it says my people don't consider. You know, and the word consider means to ponder or to think carefully about, man. Before our people go commit wickedness, they don't think carefully about what they're doing is the wrong thing to do. Exactly. You know, like for an example, you know, they know that sleeping with another man's woman is wrong, man.
Yeah.
You know, but they do it anyway.
Yeah.
You know? What's up? And they do it in secret, man.
Yeah.
You know? They don't think carefully about what they're doing is a wrong thing to do, man. They just do it anyway.
That's right. Read it again.
This is the book of Isaiah 1 verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider.
Yeah, so the ox and the ass, you know, they're pretty much smarter than 2/3 of our people, man.
Yeah.
These animals know who feed them and where they stay, where they come from. But Israel don't even know, man. You know? Like the brother said, they don't even ponder on it. They don't even consider, man. They don't even think twice about it. Why says a lot of things, man, but Brother Why, like he said, man, you know, it's worth a Google, man. It's worth a Google, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 4. Our sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity.
Yeah, we're that sinful nation laden with iniquity, man.
Yep.
Sin upon sin, man.
Yep.
You know, a bunch of get rights with the Lord, man.
Yep. A seed of evildoers.
Evildoers, like he was going into committing adultery, man.
Yep.
You know, sleeping with a woman when she has a man.
Right.
You know, spiritual adultery.
Yep.
Going at these other false idols and gods.
Right.
You know, Buddha, Allah, other people.
Yep.
You know,
Woman.
the woman. Yeah, that's a big one amongst Jake. You know.
My queen, dog.
Yeah, my queen. Yeah. And that's heavy amongst Jake, man.
Yeah. Children that are corrupters.
Yeah, corruptors, man. You know?
They have forsaken YAHAWASHI.
Yeah, they forgot about the Lord, man.
They have provoked.
I'm gonna get that definition real fast.
Yeah, they forsaken YAHAWASHI by worshiping these other gods and philosophies, man. You know? That's how they forsaken the Lord, man. I read it. They have forsaken YAHAWASHI. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. Exactly, by worshiping these other gods, man. You know, not considering the truth, man. They're not coming out here on the highways and hedges and listening to the truth. They mock and scoff at the men of the Lord. They misuse the prophets, you know. That's what they do.
I got it. This is corrupt. This is having or showing a willingness to act dishonestly and return money for personal gain. Isn't that Jake all day? Isn't that these pastors in these churches? Okay, isn't that the witch? Isn't that the fortune tellers, the drug dealers on the streets? Okay, of our nation.
These gangsters.
Yeah, gangsters.
Because what they're doing it willingly, you know. I remember watching that little Herb or G Herbo, wherever he goes by now. He didn't want to hear. He was like church, like somebody was trying to talk to him about God. He walked away real quick, you know. You know, so he's like, nah, I want to hear that. I want to hear that. You know, G Herbo guy. He's like, you heard Little Baby?
Oh, Lil Bibby, yeah.
They kind of like grew up, and they're on the same like.
Is it a rapper?
Yeah, the rappers.
Yeah, drill rappers,
Yeah,
Lil Bibby, I know Lil Bibby.
I think G Herbo, he said something about Israelites one time.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah,
G Herbo? Yeah.
They kind of like in the same category of they gotta make two phones. One Kevin Gates, they're kind of like in the same category.
Oh, okay.
You know.
So when you go into the synonyms, it says dishonest.
They're Chicago rappers. You know, we got a ton of Chicago rappers. It's like your brothers, I'm talking low. They're Chicago rappers, and we have a ton of brothers out there in Chicago.
Yep.
It says deceitful. That's Jake all day, man. Deceitful, very deceitful, man. It says shameful. And isn't that our women all day?
Yep.
You know? It says
The scripture says shameless woman should be counted as a dog. And what these women are?
yeah.
A bunch of, you know?
Yeah.
A bunch of shameless dogs.
Why do they call each other the B word? It's
Exactly.
Like, what up, my, you know?
Yeah.
But they're scandalous, man.
Yeah. It says low down. It says
Yeah, people are, look at the low down. Our people are in this low condition and they glorifying that, you know? You got that one dirty Jake, everybody, look at him, what is he doing, you know? It's crazy.
the last one is lawless. Going back to 1 John, the second chapter, man. Our people don't know the Lord because they're not keeping the laws, man. You know?
Yeah, our people don't even want to keep Esau's laws, you
Yeah.
know? Here it is, our people are really rebellious.
Yep.
Teacher might say, no chewing gum. Everybody's snarkling and stuff.
Yep.
Tomorrow we chewing gum.
I remember that.
Hey, look, they might have a pack of gum in their pocket.
Yeah.
Yup.
Our people are willingly rebellious to any higher authority, you know?
That's right.
Hey, brother, don't forget about on your phone in the classroom.
Oh, yeah, don't go. As soon as they say that, they check their phone to see if they got any messages for no
It's
reason.
over, yo.
Yep.
No phone. They be like,
Yep, they're like, I remember those
you
days.
can't tell me
man.
what to do. And that's how our people are. Not control, I don't know that yet. You know, that's how our people are for, like, towards the Lord. YAHAWASHI. I got a quick precept. This is Jeremiah 2:32.
Right.
Can a maid forget her ornaments, or a bride her attire? Yet my people have forgotten me days without number.
Yeah, bride don't forget those things, man. You know, she makes sure she got everything she needs, man.
Especially for that wet day.
Especially for that day, man. But our people, for Jake, you know, forget about it, man. You got last word?
Yet Jeremiah 2:32, and it reads, yet my people have forgotten me days without number.
Yeah, days without number, man. Our people forgot the Lord, man. And here it is, the Lord is bringing his return back, you know, to our people. Our people still forsake him, man. You know, so going back to that proverb, the Lord's going to laugh at our people's calamity, man. You know, because they forsake him, man.
That was Jeremiah.
Go back to the Proverbs. We're going to read verse 25. 325 again.
Okay, this is the book of Proverbs 1:25.
Yeah.
But ye have sought, set at naught all my counsel,
Right?
and with none of my reproof.
Right?
Verse 26, I will also laugh at your calamity.
Yep.
I will mock when your fear cometh.
So the Lord's going to laugh at his men, man.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
And he's going to mock when your fear cometh, man. Because look, we're trying to get you to fear YAHAWASHI now, man. Before he brings the things that's going to really terrify your ass, man.
Yep.
Excuse my rude speech, but you know, we're trying to get into the elect's head, man. You know? Because we all know 2/3 is not going to do it. We're for the elect. Start fearing now, man. Because you don't want to get caught on what the Lord's bringing, man. You know?
Jeremiah 11:11. Therefore, thus saith the Lord YAHAWASHI, behold, I will bring evil upon them.
See, the Lord says he's bringing evil. Evil meaning time, ill meaning bad.
Yep.
Bad times upon our people.
Yep.
Yep. Because their disobedience.
Right.
And it reads, which they shall not be able to escape.
So you're not, look, man, you're not going to be able to escape what the Lord is bringing. Look, there's no way out, man, for our people. Now is the time of fear, man. Now. But that's Jake is always late for something, man.
Ain't that
You know? They'll be late to look, I knew Jason was late for the SAT. I knew, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's supposed to be important.
Exactly.
Shoot, I was late the first day of school, to be honest. First day of high school.
Late first day of work.
Late,
Exactly.
yeah.
You know?
It's just Jake is always late. Jake is always late for work.
Yep.
Showing up 10, 15 minutes late. Oh, my bad, yeah.
Yep.
You know?
30 minutes early.
no, right?
Go ahead.
It's Jeremiah 11:11, and it reads, which they shall not be able to escape, and though they shall cry unto me,
Yep.
I would not hearken unto them.
Yeah, so even though they're going to cry to the Lord, some may know the name, some may not, but the Lord's not going to hear them, man. You know? And look, and when the Lord is digging into 2/3 of our people's rump, don't pray for them like it tells you in Jeremiah, man. You know? Matter of fact, get that because Jeremiah 11:14. You already there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's read that first.
Bring your piece up. We're going to still get that Jeremiah 11:14.
This is
No, you good. You good.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 7, verse 20.
Yep.
And Jake is late and everything, you know?
Yep, they're going to be late for their own death.
This is 2nd Ezra 7:20.
Yep.
For there, I'm gonna go to the point. Verse 21. For the Most High have given straight commandments. Okay. Verse 20. For there be many that perish in this life.
Yep, that's right. Right. Once again, that word many, you can't put a number on it, man. It's going to perish in this life, man.
Because they despise the law of the Most High.
Because they hated the Most High's law, man. You know?
That is set before them.
That is set before them. We're setting it right now, man.
Yeah.
You know? Go ahead.
For the Most High has given straight commandments.
The straight commandments.
For such as came, what they should do to live.
Yeah, what they should do to live, man. Amos 5:4. Seek the Lord and live, man. You know? And how do you seek the Lord? Through his men. Because the Lord said what? He gave his secret to his servant, the prophets. So why look anywhere else than here at Great Millstone, man? Start with our apostles, man.
That's right.
You know?
Seek the Lord and live. That's
It's
simple.
simple, man.
And it reads, as what they should do to live, even as they came,
Right.
and what they should observe, and what they should observe to avoid punishment.
And what they should observe to avoid punishment, man. You know?
Yeah.
The Lord gave straight commandments, man. Going back to Romans the 15th chapter, man.
Oh, okay.
What were you gonna say, bro?
No, go ahead.
Oh, Jeremiah?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I got Jeremiah 11.
Huh. Come on. Oh, you want Okay.
This is Jeremiah. You know, so we made straight commandments. You know, we telling our people what they can do to deserve the avoid punishment. You know,
That's right.
we telling our people to call upon the Lord now, to seek YAHAWASHI now. But like the brother said, our people, like our people said, they late for everything. You know.
That's right.
This is Jeremiah 11:14. Therefore, pray not thou for this people.
Yeah, so you know what? When they catch in the hell, pray not for these people, man. Pray not for our people. Quote Proverbs 1:6. You know, pray not for them when they're going through their hell, man. When they can't feed themselves, when you hear, you may hear next door neighbor hollering and screaming, okay, because they don't have no food, you know, don't pray for them.
You might be in a good hiding spot.
Yeah.
You might see they're about to be set up in the trap.
Yep.
Don't be sending them no prayers real quick.
Right.
Lord, protect them, protect them, protect them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't do that, you know? Because we're going to be hit, you know? We might see, you know, or you see the troops.
Get it. Ooh, we about to get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're supposed to be excited.
That's right.
Right, yo, that's like, that was that dude that gave me that nasty look that
Exactly.
day, you know?
Yeah.
That was my neighbor, man. He always eat those abominable foods. I told him not to eat that.
Yeah.
I told him not to smoke that weed.
Yeah.
And now, look, now that you're getting caught up.
That's right.
Jeremiah 11:14, therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry or prayer for them.
Yeah, neither lift up a cry or a prayer for them, like the brother's going into, man. Don't pray that, you know, they escape their judgment, you know. They're not out here trying to seek the Lord anyways, you know. So they ultimately they wanted this death, man, you know.
Scripture say all that hate me love death.
That's right.
And it reads, verse 14, for I would not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble.
In the time that they cry to the Lord for their troubles, you know, the Lord's not going to hear them, man. Hopefully, verse 15. That's the spirit. That's the spirit.
What you want?
That's the spirit. 14. Start there.
All right. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 14.
Right.
Woe unto the world and them that dwell therein.
Yeah, because it's going to get bad, man. It's going to get bad for our people, man. You Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, death and destruction, man. Pretty much awaits you if you're not part of the elect, man. Go ahead.
15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
Yeah, the sword, once again, is any killing instrument, mainly Esau, Edom, draweth nigh, man. Going back to Revelation, the 12th chapter, because this devil has a short time of ruling, man. You know, his time is being cut short, man. The Lord said what? He shortened the days for the elect, or for paraphrasing in Matthew, okay?
And one person shall stand up to fight against another.
Yeah, and one person shall stand up and fight against another. That's the race riots, man. You know? But look, man, Esau has all types of guns and knives and all types of weaponry. What is Jake in the hood gonna do, man, when the Lord lets this race riot play out, man? You know? Your little 4.5, your little 9 ain't gonna do nothing, man. These Edomites got rifles with scopes on them, man. You know? All types of weaponry, man.
And swords in their hands.
Yeah, look, anything you can get your hand on, man. You know, these race riots, Jake gonna be at Esau's throat, Esau gonna be at Jacob's throat. Okay? And these other heathens gonna be just sprinkled in too, man. You know?
It said what, there's sword and destruction draweth nigh. Hey, that means what? We close.
Right.
You know, we close to this, these different race riots, when these different destructions, flamings are going to befall our people. Hey, when Ezra is asked, you know, well, how much we got left? You know, until the end is here, until the Lord comes back, you know, and establishes righteousness. He said, Ezra is asked the Lord. He said, what is past is what was past, is that more, or is the what is to come, is that more?
Right.
The Lord told me, no, what's past is more, you know. So there's only a little left, and that was in the time of Ezra, you know. So how much more time? How much closer are we now? The Lord said, the Lord died over 2,000 years ago, you know. How much closer are we now? And he said, and that was the end. That was the start of the end.
Yep.
So how much closer are we to the end now?
Yep. That's why the scripture tells you, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand, man.
Yeah.
Shoot. Go ahead.
Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men.
Yeah, it's going to be sedition among men. Let's get that word sedition. You know? The scriptures tell you what's coming down the pipeline. Sedition. says, conduct or speech enticing people to rebel against the authority of state or monarch, man. Uncivil arrest, man. And what's gonna go on here, man? And 2/3 of our people gonna get caught all up in it, man.
Yeah.
You know?
They show you in the bushwick.
Yep.
When the troops came, people were like, F that.
Yeah.
They had their guns.
Yeah.
And you know what they had said? They didn't expect so many people to have guns.
Yeah.
Hey, you'd be surprised. You got Jake in the hood with rocket launchers.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You got Jake in the hood with all these different guns and stuff. You know, Jake, hey, they show you in the Planet of Apes. Hey, Jake, they can get their hands dirty, you know, but there will be a lot of casualties for them.
That's right. It says,
even these Edomites are going to be fighting against the authorities, you know?
Yep.
These rednecks.
Yep. Yeah, because he's not going to take their guns away.
Yeah, that's right.
It says, rebellion, rioting, okay, insurrection, okay, resistance.
It said rioting.
Yeah.
Resistance. See that now? Hey, you see rioting in the streets?
Yeah.
That was Japan, over there by Hong Kong.
Yeah.
No, China, something called. It's in China, right? They're having those things. Yep. Out there in China, you know, they have these different uproars.
Yep.
And look at here in America, anytime, you know, Jake gets shot down, but they hit the streets and they start rioting, you know?
No justice, no peace. No
You be
racist
having
police.
Edomites out there sometimes. They could be Jake.
Yeah.
They could be Jake.
Or Jake, or they set up, you know?
Yeah. They set up to make them look like you know, 'cause what, Warren Buffett? What's that dude's name? Not Warren Buffett. He funds the Black Lives Matters, the Edomite.
Oh, yeah.
It might be Warren Buffett. Yeah, but he's a rich Edomite. You know, he funds the Black Lives Matters. You know, he funds them to act crazy and whatnot. You know, you had people getting paid off. What's that? Who's George Soros? Who's that again? I can't think of who it. That name sounds familiar though. I'm not gonna.
You want to look it up? You read that part again?
Yeah.
And, Second Ezra.
Second Esdras, chapter 16. This is Second Esdras, chapter 15, verse 16.
Right.
For there shall be sedition among men.
That's right. Troublemaking, revolt, rioting. You know, just like they showed you in the Rodney King riots, man. You know, buildings was burning, Jake was looting. Okay. There was racial fights. You know, that famous clip where they showed Jake pulling that Edomite out of that 18-wheeler truck. Yep. You know, and Jake was stomping him. You know what I'm saying? Kicking him, throwing bricks at him. Jake was dancing. You know what I'm saying? Laughing like, look at me. You know what I'm saying? Stomping out this Edomite.
Was it Virginia?
Huh? Yeah.
Virginia. Yeah.
Charlottesville. Yeah.
Yeah, that one guy run over all the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one guy running over all the people in his Mustang, you know?
Yep.
Killed that one girl.
Yep.
It's gonna get much worse.
Yep.
It's gonna be the whole city of America.
Yeah. And
everywhere.
And the only ones gonna be protected is the elect. So go ahead.
All right.
We got rich.
Okay.
And invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Look, they're not gonna regard what the mayor says. Okay. What the governor says, man. Okay. The pastor in their churches. Okay. The president. It's not gonna matter in that day, man. Why? Because these stores gonna be shut down. There's gonna be no food, okay? There's not gonna be a normal type of living that you people are used to, man. Everything's gonna be a minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day survival, man. You know? Because of what's going on at the time, man. Sedition among men. It's gonna be a lawless land. There's not gonna be no police. Okay, and that's what's going to ultimately bring in the martial law troops, man. You know?
Yeah, these different movies. Stay calm. Remain calm. Don't panic.
Yep.
And what the people do, they panic.
Yep. Yep. Because you know what? they don't have their Starbucks. You know? They don't have the things that made them comfortable. And now they're all out of whack with it, man. And it's gonna really hit our people, man. They're not gonna be able to get their weed, you know, commit their adultery. Because all hell is breaking loose, man.
Sirach 5 and 7.
Yep.
Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
And that's why the brother brought this scripture out, man. All these things will come to pass. Why are you pussyfooting, turning back to the Lord, man?
Yep.
You know, the word is out now. It ain't like this is the 50s. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have this word. We got the word now, man. So why are you taking your time? Look, prophecy's being fulfilled, but Jacob want to take their time, turn back to the Lord, man.
Yep. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day.
Yeah, putting it off from day to day, because the scriptures tell you you don't have all day, man. Going back to Amos 8 and 11, man.
Yep.
You know, you're gonna be here 1 minute and then gone the next, man, like a shadow, man.
Ecclesiastes 8.
Is Ecclesiastes 8?
Yeah.
Amos 8 and 11 is family word, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Slaki, the water. You know?
And it reads, for suddenly
Mm-hmm.
shall the wrath of the Lord come forth.
Yeah, suddenly, man. Let's get that word real fast, man.
Suddenly, yeah. Suddenly, the wrath of the Lord, the wrath of YAHAWASHI is going to come upon you, you know?
Look, before I read this, the scripture says, you know, no man knows the time, the hour, when the Lord's coming back, man. It says suddenly, quick and unexpectedly. And that's what's going to happen to our people, man. The calamities the Lord's bringing through these race riots, through martial law, through the famine, it's going to catch our people off guard, man. Suddenly, unexpectedly. They're not going to be prepared. And how do you get prepared? It's not by being what do they call them? Doomsday. Yeah, it's not. That's not how you prep for the day of the Lord, man. Let's get this wisdom. Now, you know, at the same time, don't be no fool. You know, have something in the house. You know what I'm saying? You know, some water. You know, some canned goods. You know, things like that. But at the end of the day, you know, look, the Lord can have you somewhere away from the crib. That's why it's very important to have this wisdom, man.
Mm-hmm. You might have something hold you over for like 1 or 2 days.
Yeah.
You know, but what? That stuff gonna run out. But you ain't gonna. That stuff isn't gonna run out, and you're like, all right, man, gotta go.
Yeah.
Gotta go to the gotta go to the nearest concentration camp. You know, get a RFID chip.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Lord's willing that doesn't happen. You know, because you don't want to be speaking hot mess. It's all up to YAHAWASHI.
That's right.
Because look at Peter. You know, that's why brothers gotta say Lord's will.
That's right.
Lord's willing, the Lord will do this or he'll do that. Lord's willing, he'll protect us in that day. That's our hope, you know.
That's right.
We just read that scripture. We trust in the Lord, you know, so he delivered them.
Right. You know, what did Peter say? You know, Peter's like, I deny you? What? No. You know what I'm saying? Look, you're going to deny me 3 times.
Yeah.
That's what YAHAWASHI said.
Lord's willing, we don't deny the Lord.
That's right. Lord's will, we don't. So, when it says suddenly, it says some of the synonyms, all of a sudden, at once.
All of a sudden at once,
right.
This destruction is going to come upon you. It tells you in Peter's, knowing therefore that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought you to be, you know, all holy conversation and godliness.
That's right. Looking forward and hasten to the coming of YAHAWASHI.
And then bring up the 5 versions, 5 are wild, 5 are foolish.
That's right.
You know, the 5 wise, they prepared their lamps, you know?
That's right.
They prepared themselves.
That's right. It says instantly, you know? You know? Instantly, man, quick. It says in a flash, like a shot.
And like a flash, damn, yesterday, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And just yesterday, bro.
Yep.
Remember we was smoking out weed. Yesterday we just got off the job. We were in the car. You know, we lit up. You know, we were dealing with those shawties.
Right.
You know, just yesterday, literally. That's how fast it's gonna be.
Yep. It says on the spur of the moment, out of the blue.
out of the blue, man. This stuff had this thing happened out of the blue,
Yep.
yo.
Yep.
They be like, man, what?
That's right.
They declare martial law. This so-called terrorist attack, you know, which is probably gonna be a false flag, most likely.
Right.
You know, we don't know how the Lord's gonna have things go down. You know.
Right.
Oh, World War III is happening. What?
Yep.
You know, they declare World War III. What?
Yep.
You know, out of the blue. But this is Sirach 5 and 7. This is why you're not supposed to be tearing.
That's right.
Sirach 5 and 7. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed.
That's right, man. All of a sudden, the Lord's gonna visit you in your security, man. You're gonna be destroyed, man. Whether your security is in your house, your guns, your weaponry, your bank account, food, you know, women, drugs. Okay.
That's why I brought the scripture up. That you said something about security.
Yeah. You know. Make no terror and turn to the Lord, man. What's Jake? Man, I was gonna come out there the next weekend, man. I was gonna come out there and check y'all out, man. You know, but you know, martial law's here, man. You know, we got curfew now, you know. So, you know, I can't, check you guys out, man. You know, they're gonna be saying to themselves, man.
Yep. You know, Jake comes up with excuses, but the Lord kills all those excuses.
Yeah.
You know? And it reads, and perish in the day of vengeance.
Perish in the day of vengeance, man. And the day of vengeance is rapidly coming, man. You know? It's rapidly coming for our people, man. So that's why when all goes down, look, like I said in Proverbs, we're gonna laugh at your calamity, man. When we see you handcuffed and put on a bus, okay, and being carted off, and look, we know to never see you again. You know what I'm saying? Or we see people beating you up.
They show you those so-called Holocaust movies.
Oh, man.
Where people get on the train, they never see them again type stuff.
Yeah.
Or they went to the showers the other day, they never saw them again.
Yeah.
You know, that's how it's gonna be. That's how it's really gonna be, though. You know.
That's right.
The Holocaust. You know.
That's right.
Why would there even be an argument about did that really happen? You know, that's how you know it did happen. You know. You know,
That's right.
but there's no argument about slavery. You know, and then that really happened. You know.
That's right.
There's no argument about that.
That was on that?
You know.
Go back to that second Esdras.
Second Esdras, chapter 15, verse 16.
That's right.
For there should be sedition among men.
And look, he said there's no argument about that, you know, about slavery, you know?
Right.
That's how you know this so-called Holocaust didn't really happen.
Right. Yes.
That's why.
Was we talking about costumes?
Yeah, that was him. Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah. Talking about costumes.
At the camp.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be the first brother the Lord's will I send him to in the kingdom.
But those are bugouts, bro. That's the dude I would shoot up at school.
Yeah, of course. You see that, man. You can see that in his eyes, man.
That's that, in that movie, The Joker, he's the type of guy that turns into the Joker. You know, but, I don't know. Go ahead.
Oh. This is verse 16
Yep.
of 2nd Esdras chapter 15. For there should be sedition among men
Right.
and invading one another.
Yeah, invading one another's, man. You know? You're going to have people kicking in doors, you know? And just taking whatever they want, man. Especially you women, you single women, okay? You're going to be through in that day, man. 911 is not going to be available for you, man. You know, because the cops going to be somewhere trying to protect their families, man.
That's right.
Okay? The fire department's going to be somewhere trying to protect their families, man. The paramedics going to be somewhere trying to help their families, man. Who broke a leg, okay? Or who got a gash in their foot or something, man. They're not going to be worried about the people, you know?
They shall not regard their kings nor princes,
Right?
and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Like the brother we always going to, man, The Walking Dead, man. The course and the action stood in their hands, man. Who was regulating them? No one. You know what I'm saying?
I know, right?
You had one group against another group, man. That's right. You know, going and robbing each other whenever they could, man. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, that one guy was trying to control everybody, the governor. You see what happened to him?
Yeah.
I got to preach up real quick back on what you just said. St. Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound.
Yeah, iniquity, sin upon sin. You know, it's going to get worse, man. Especially when there's a lawless land out here. What?
Everybody going to be doing each other dirty.
Yeah.
You know?
And look. We're going to go. We're going to go see what we get. All right? You know what we can scavenge for? We'll come back and we're divided up. As soon as that person comes back, they might hit him over the head, man. Take him out and then take everything that they both gathered, man.
Yeah, they come, exactly. They coy together some things to do to rob somebody. What they say, what's the old saying? There's no honor amongst thieves.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, but and read St. Matthew 24:12, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
And look, you're seeing that now, man. The love of many are waxing cold, man. You know, Jake ain't giving up no dollar. You know, Esau ain't giving you nothing. You know.
Yeah, we seen that one Jake the other night. You know, in the car, asking everybody for money. He went to everybody. The next person. It was actually that one guy that gave food that one time.
Oh, the chicken.
Yeah, yep.
That jerk chicken.
He was asking everybody, but everybody was just turning them down. No, man. Hey, come on, man. He's a nice guy. They probably got a stack of wallet cash in their wallet right now, you know?
And best believe, you know, he's probably one of those spirits praying for vengeance, man. And all hell break loose, and look, he gonna be alright. He gonna know how to survive, man. And best believe he gonna probably go back and get everyone that he comes in contact with that did him dirty, man. You know? You know, he might be one of the ones to put his life on the line for one of the men of the Lord. You just don't know, man. You know?
Yeah, that's right.
He knows who we are. You know?
All right. 2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse 17.
Yep.
A man shall desire to go into a city.
If I may say, they show you in that movie The Purge. You know, what they do. They blocked off the city, you know?
Long Island,
Long Island, the first one, you know? And going to back to Spirit Crave Vengeance, you know, the newest Purge, the newest one that came out. I'm not sure what the name of it is. What they had that dude?
Was it election? No, it wasn't.
It was like First Purge.
The first Purge, that's what it's called.
Where they had the RFID chip.
Yeah, where they had the RFID chip, yep. You had that one guy, he loved that girl so much that he was like, I forgot why, you had the crazy dude. At the end of it all, he gave his life to basically fight against the troops, you know? Because they was trying to kill someone that he knew, you know? You know? The Lord shows things through these movies.
Yep.
All right. Verse 17. A man should desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Because look, all these major highways and things of that nature gonna be shut down. You're not gonna be able to travel, okay, unless you have that chip, okay? But they're already telling you now to get or to fly, you gotta get a certain type of ID now.
With the star on it.
Yeah.
What kind of ID is it, bro?
It's a more current ID with the damn star on it.
Oh, with the star.
Yeah.
And they show you, once again, in that movie, The Dark Knight, what happened? They blew up all the bridges out in and out of the city, you know? And they trashed all the tunnels to where they couldn't get out. To where they were basically just starving the people out in the city.
Yep. That's right. Yeah.
Verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
Yep.
And
look, because of their pride, the city shall be trouble, man. Wherever the Israelites are at, they're gonna be trouble, man. You know?
Yeah. Proverbs 16:18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall.
Yeah, pride goes before destruction, man. Okay? Right when you're at your peak of pride, you're gonna be torn down, man. And a haughty spirit before a fall. Should I turn that phone off, man? Read it again from the top.
Yeah, Proverbs 16:18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Yeah, you said because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, you know? So that's going to be the judgment for them being for them living with pride. Scriptures say pride, the beginning of pride cometh in when one turneth from his maker. So since they have turned their ways from YAHAWASHI, the Lord is going to allow these calamities to detach them, you know, to bring this death and destruction upon them. That was it.
That was it. So go back.
All right. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 18.
Right.
I have another one on pride. So I'll get it. I was Proverbs 11:2.
Right.
When pride cometh, then cometh shame.
Look, when pride cometh, then cometh shame, man. You know?
Yeah, because our people, they have lifted themselves up.
Yep.
You know, but then they're going to be brought to shame. You know, the Lord says He's coming to bring all the proud and all them that are lifted up shall be bowed down and humble. You know?
And that's a trait that has been taught to our people from their daddy, man. The Ray Hebrew Edomite. Because he's all about pride, man. You know? But all things are given from the Heavenly Father, man.
Yep. It says when pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom.
Yeah, but with the lowly is wisdom, man. They're not going to be proud. They're not going to be puffed up, man. You know? And that's the elect, man.
Yep. They're going to have that knowledge during the time of Jacob's trouble.
That's right. You know? They're going to be stable. All you prideful people, okay, the ones of our nation, the Lord's going to sit you down, man. You know? He's going to really humble you on that day. And it's going to be a sight to see, man. Lord will be some of those men, man. To see the pride of our people, the people that walk by, especially the ones that walk by every weekend, man. Like that Jake was seeing that lived in this building, man, that was moving his stuff out, man.
Oh, yeah.
He walks by every weekend, man. Every week with that proud, stupid look. Just walking past us like he know everything, man. You know? The ones of our people that mock and scoff, the Lord's going to bring you down, man. Okay? You don't want to humble down and get this truth? Hey, look, man. It's going to be a wrap for you. The Lord's going to have you starve out. Okay? He might have someone kicking your door. Okay? Take all your food. Hey, look, may take your kid. Okay? If you got a child. Okay? May take your woman. All right?
Isaiah 2:12, for the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon every one that is proud and lofty.
Yeah, the Lord of armies is going to be upon all those that are proud and what?
Isaiah 2:12, for the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon every one that is proud and lofty. Lofty? Yeah, like high-minded. It's like something. But, you know.
Yeah, imposite, you know, magnificent, imposing, towering. Yeah. Ones of our people that had that type of,
I'm better than you mindset,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. Chest poked out.
Like Michael Jordan, you know? I mean, he worked hard for his craft, but that man, you know?
Yeah. What was that rapper, man? It was a rapper, it was a Chameleon, a rapper. You probably don't remember.
Yeah.
You remember?
Hot and dirty.
Yeah. He came up to he came up to Michael Jordan humbly. You know, it's like, I'm a big fan. You know, he get a picture and an autograph. Michael Jordan like totally dismissed him, man. You know, and he said that hurt him, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's somebody that he looks up to, man. That's why you don't look up to man, man. That's why you don't make man your idol, man. You know? But that was a proud thing to do, man. You know?
Yep. Hey, be humble, you know? Brothers are gonna get glorified in the truth. You know, they're gonna get a high status. You know, some brothers are more than others. But the point is to stay humble.
Yep.
Or the Lord will humble you.
Yep.
This is Isaiah 2:12, for the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon every one that is proud and lofty, and upon every one that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low.
That's right. What's that saying? What goes up must come down. You know? All the prideful ones of our people. Go ahead.
And then what they say, I start at the bottom. I can do nothing but rise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everybody that just shot up, that's why I said pride cometh in, then cometh shame. You know, they gonna be brought low. Look, you see what happened to that guy? He was all, look at Floyd Mayweather, you know. If a brother passed him, yo, he was living it up, flashing cash. Now this man over here, you know, one of his legs chopped off, begging for money, trying to get something to eat, you know, or getting mauled to death.
And we're living in times where you're gonna start to see these things really from the past to a lot of celebrities, man. All these athletes, entertainers, okay, they're gonna be really brought down low, man. To the point where they're gonna be at soup kitchens, okay, if they're open at the time, you know. Oh yeah, exactly.
You'll be looking like MC Hammer.
Yeah.
See him?
Yeah, he was living high, man. Yeah, R. Kelly, perfect. Yeah, you know.
What's that nigga's
Bill
name?
Cosby.
Bill Cosby, that's right. You know, they're being brought down low now, man.
Yep. I'm reading again.
Come on.
Isaiah 2:12, for the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon every one that is proud and lofty.
And look, and that includes you Edomites. Don't forget about that. You other nations.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
we getting on Jake, but look, this scripture applies to you too, man.
That's right.
You know?
And upon every one that is lifted up, they shall be brought low.
They shall be brought low, man. They know what the great Edomite thinks, man. He can't be brought down low, you know? Oh, we went into space. You know, we made the world a better place. You know,
We discovered that the earth was round.
yeah, we discovered the earth was round, first in flight. You know, we gave you TVs, Xbox games. Well, actually, it was a Jake that invented Nintendo and all that stuff.
Yeah, of course it was. Big former all things.
Yep, I just found that out, man. One of the brothers did something on it. It was a Jake that did Nintendo, Sega, all that stuff, man. And they put a Moabite name behind it, man. You know?
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
James 4:8, 4:7, submit yourselves, therefore, to Yahawah.
That's right, man. Come up on YAHAWASHI's authority, man. Their rule. Be under subjection to him, man.
I'm gonna take a sorry though.
Okay.
And it reads, James 4:6, but he giveth more grace, wherefore he saith, Yahawah resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble.
Yeah, but the Most High resisted the proud, man. You know? But he giveth grace unto who?
Unto the humble.
Unto the humble, man. So the humble is going to get that time to repent, man. Turn back to him.
Yep.
But the proud ones, you're going to be mauled down, man.
And then even with brothers in the truth, they get proud, you know, you can't get corrected, you know? So brothers who are humble, they're like, oh crap, I messed up. So the Lord, you know, let me try better. The Lord is gonna allow them to fix their mistakes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
Verse 7, submit yourselves therefore to Yahawah. Resist the devil and he will flee from you.
Yeah, resist the so-called white man's ways of thinking, man. His philosophies. Like it tells you in Micah 2:10, and rise ye in the part. For this is not our rest, man.
Hey, because what is Esau teaching this society? If someone tries to cut you off, or someone says something, you know, to just rash, like, you know, when that dude came up, you know, he wanted some confrontation, you know?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing? Preaching, blah, blah, blah. He wanted a response, but, you know, the Lord tells us to resist the devil, and he's going to flee from us, you know? That was a perfect example there.
Yep.
And it reads, draw nigh to Yahawah, and you will draw nigh to you.
Yeah, draw nigh to the YAHAWASHI through his men, man. You know? You brothers out there that's listening, hey, get to your nearest Great Millstone Camp, man. You know? Whether it's here in Raleigh, Charlotte, okay, VA, okay,
South Carolina.
South Carolina, that's right, yeah.
Yep.
Myrtle Beach, you know? What other brothers is?
They're in South Carolina.
I forgot what part.
Well, I don't know what part. But they're
Charleston?
okay. I know we got a couple brothers out there in Virginia. These small, hey, look, North Carolina is not a big state, you know, but we got brothers out there. And you've got the Sons of Yahawashi out there in Durham.
Yeah.
You know, or Sons of Yahawah, Slovakia. I believe I said that last time. That's correct.
The Sons of
Yahawah.
I forgot the correct name of it. Yeah. You know,
Durham's a big city.
but you know, hey, mainly Great Millstone, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
That's right.
the Great Millstone. Stick with Great Millstone. You know.
I know, right? This is James 4:8. Draw nigh to Yahawah,
Right.
and He will draw nigh to you.
Right.
Cleanse your hands, ye sinners.
Look, cleanse your hands, man. You know, be clean through the washing of this word, man.
That's right.
You know, that's the true baptism, man. Being washed by this word thoroughly. You know. Go ahead.
That's right. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded.
Yeah, purify your hearts, your mind. You double-minded, man. You know, but I don't know. You know, it sounds like the truth, but you know, I like the way my church gets down, and you know, I think God loves everybody.
Man, I've been telling everybody about the truth that y'all brothers told me. Ain't nobody listening. This can't be the truth.
Yep.
You know? Can't be.
Yep.
You know? That's why we read earlier. Don't let the unbelief of these people trouble you.
That's right.
We're jumping down to verse 10.
Yep.
Humble yourselves in the sight of YAHAWASHI, and He shall lift you up.
Yeah, humble your in the sights of YAHAWASHI, and He shall lift you up, man. He's gonna give you more wisdom, more knowledge, more fear, everything you need to grow, man. In this thing, the Lord's gonna give it to you, man. Okay, but you gotta come out and seek the man of the Lord, man. You know, show the Lord that you're honest about this thing. Show the Lord that you believe in Him, man. You know. That was it. Yeah, we got some Esdras.
Second Esdras, chapter 15, verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
Right.
The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Yeah, the house is gonna be destroyed, and the man shall be afraid, man. And why is that, man? Because they don't have the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the scriptures, man. You know, you jakes out here that think you got it all together. You know what you gonna do, how you got it planned out. If something was ever break loose, and look, man, you gonna know what to do, man. The house gonna be all out of array and disorder, you know. That's what the Lord said He was coming to do in Matthew the 10th chapter. Coming to bring division, you know.
They said the men shall be afraid. Yeah, that's crazy.
How much more these women, these kids? You know what I'm saying? How much more of them? You know?
Yeah. Some of the kids might not be, they're not going to, a lot of kids ain't going to understand the magnitude of what's going on. You know? You kind of just throw that in. But they can be scared now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I got a precept. Zephaniah 1:14. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. The point's at the very end.
Yep.
The voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty men shall cry there bitterly.
Yeah, the mighty men, man. Esau's military, okay? They're going to cry bitterly, man. They see the Lord come in His great power. Okay. When the Lord come in His great power, okay? They see the men of the Lord get spiritual power. And look, they're going to be fearful, man. Mainly when the chariots pop up on the scene, man. You know? Like they do when they see Him now, man. They can't explain it. You know? Oh, this, you know, it's so fast. And, you know, who would put our angels trying to come up with those chariots, with those UFOs, whatever they call them, man. You know, they're terrified now, man. You know? Knowing they got to pay back everything they've done to the children of Israel, what they've done to the earth, okay? They got to pay for it, man. Read that last part. You still holding it?
Yeah, I was going to get the precept.
Read it one more time, over the show.
You want me to read the whole thing?
That's the last part.
Got Zephaniah 1:14, and it reads, the mighty, even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty men shall cry there bitterly.
Yep. And that's what's going to happen, man. You know, the military, all these space programs, the military, Trump is trying to do, the Marines, okay? The higher ups, they're gonna be terrified, man.
Verse 17, and I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord.
Yep.
And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Yeah, it's just like their blood. There's gonna be so much death and bloodshed here in America. It should be poured out as sand. I'm really good. It says their blood should be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. You know, there's gonna be dead bodies everywhere. There's gonna be blood everywhere. They show you in that movie World at Wars. You know, there was so much blood. It was on the vines. You know, when they broke the vines, the blood that went into the midst of the air and whatnot. There's gonna be a lot of blood out here in the streets of America. People are gonna be walking over blood. You know, and it's not just gonna be a dead body. It's gonna be a pool of blood right there next to them. You know,
Organs everywhere.
organs everywhere.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. Imagine just a street full of dead bodies. People are gonna be throwing up. People are gonna be passing out. You know, they getting robbed, getting kidnapped, getting mauled to death after that. You know, people are gonna be committing cannibalism. The people that are passing out. It's gonna be crazy out here.
Yep.
Hey, if you can imagine it, it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Animals eating on the flesh. You know, people be walking around with their their face and mouth covered to protect themselves from airborne diseases. You know, that's what it's gonna be like, man. You know.
I got a precept. You said everybody's gonna fear the Lord, right?
That's right.
Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west,
Mm-hmm.
and his glory from the rising of the sun. You know, so what? Everybody gonna fear the Lord. You know, from one end of the earth even unto the other. Especially when the Lord comes on that scene. You know, you got that. Oh, you say talking about the UFOs. You got that one Jake. Aliens. Those are aliens, y'all.
Somebody's gonna call them news.
Someone called it. Someone get the news. He's like,
do something.
dude, y'all not gonna do anything? Like, he was in fear for his life, yo. Why did he do anything? He couldn't do anything because he was so alien. Like, all he could say was aliens. But if he was like, if you're in that mode, you see something. Oh, I gotta take action, you know. But they show you in these scary movies, it frees up.
Yeah.
Can't do anything. You can't do anything. You know. You gotta move.
Yeah.
You know. But they were so scared.
That's right.
Scriptures say all kindreds of the earth shall well because of him. But Isaiah 59:19 it reads, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them. Yeah, and that standard is going to be that spiritual power. That divine intervention. You know, you're going to have brothers getting spiritual power. You're going to have brothers being protected by the angels. You know, you're going to have
Daniel.
yeah, like we read in Daniel, yep. You're gonna have angels appearing, you know, appear. Look, did not Peter get delivered out of the prison by the angel?
Yeah.
Hey, it's gonna be crazy out here, yo.
Get up. You know, when you read the account, you know.
Yeah, man, the angels, they're a fearful thing, you know.
Yeah.
Especially the angel on this side, what?
Right.
I mean, brothers have seen angels, met them, you know. They're just in earthly vessels.
Yeah.
I know.
In their appearance.
Yeah, in their appearance.
They took that costume off, you know.
I know, right? That's crazy.
That was it.
Yeah, that's it on that.
This is 2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be no pity in that day, man, when you trying to survive. It's gonna be a dog-eat-dog world, man. Every man for himself, man. You know? That's what it's gonna be. Anybody gonna care about you having been able to eat? Okay? They don't care that if you let them borrow money in the world. They're not gonna care about that, man. The scripture said the love of many shall wax cold. You know? You're gonna be able to trust nobody or anything in that day, man. The men of the Lord better trust the men of the Lord.
I know, right?
You know, that's pretty much it. You know?
You better believe.
Right.
Lord's will.
Lord's will.
And spoiled their goods.
Spoiled, they're gonna rob, they're gonna take, you know? Seize, yeah, that's right.
Because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Look, because of the lack of bread, man. You know, America is really what's the word I'm looking for?
Consumer base.
Yeah, like, you know, they glutton, and that's what they promote here, man. You know, you ever go to? I mean, when I was in the world, you go to a fast food joint. You know, they said, well, would you like to supersize it for this amount? You know, it's like some change, like 30 cents or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you go to Starbucks, all the between the drinks, the small medium large is only 25 cents between each one. So everybody's like, I might as well get the large.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's how America promotes themselves, you know?
Yep.
Here it is, they promote 3-course meals every day.
Yep.
What do you want you to eat for breakfast? Bacon. Like, and everything you eat has to have a side.
Yeah.
You know? And that's kind of installed in us, you know, bread. Like, I don't really need that. I don't really need it. But it's kind of installed, you know?
Yeah.
And putting off the old man, you know, a breakfast. They want you to eat toast, bacon, eggs. You know? Next, during lunch, burger and fries. Then you going out again during dinner, eating something similar to that, you know?
That's why they, one of the reasons why they killed Dr. Sebi, man. Because he did something on a lecture on, about, you know, like he was going into, man. He had shown how much he had, I think like a juicy thing he had juice and juice from some vegetables. It was about that big. And he said, this is all I need for the day. This is all I need for the day. And he claimed he didn't eat no more the rest of the day, man. You know what I'm saying? But the scripture said, look at the last part.
The scripture says a little is sufficient for a well-nourished man.
That's right.
It says, yeah. It says, and shall spoil their goods because of lack of bread.
That's right.
And for great tribulation.
For lack of bread, man. You know, because what? You don't need all that to survive, man. You need just just enough nutritional, you know, vitamins that comes from these plants and herbs and certain meats, okay, to survive, man. Okay, but because here in America, they promote you to be what? Gluttonous. You gotta eat that. When the lack of bread comes, man, it's gonna really hit our people hard, man. You know? It's gonna really hit our people. Because our people, look, Jake, not just Jake, but all these nations, man, eat just to be eating, man. You know? They get bored, I'm going to eat. You know? And when that lack of bread comes, man, it's gonna really hit them hard. That's why it's important for brothers that are in this truth, man, you know, to fast. You know, whenever they can, man. You know? Like, you know, you just gonna come into faith, try to fast, you know? It's good for your body, you know? It's good for your mind, and it's good for the spirit, man. You know? Because great tribulation, man, is coming. People gonna be killing people for food, man. You know? Like they showed you in the book of Eli, that movie, you know, he was saying how Denzel was about how people you know, wasted so much food. You know what I'm saying? That now the things that people wasted food for, they're gonna try to take somebody's head off for. It may be a pack of ketchup, man. You know? That was it on that, right?
Right.
So go back to
Proverbs
was that verse 19?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead to Proverbs and
26.
let me see where you at. Yeah, and go all the way down. Yeah, start at 3:29, and then we're gonna go to 29.
So just go straight to 29.
No, keep reading down.
All right. This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 26.
Right.
I also will laugh at your calamities your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
Right.
Verse 27. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and
You
your
were saying when your fear coming.
Yep.
Look, you didn't want to listen.
Yep.
You're gonna have to face your own judgment.
Right.
You know, the Lord is singling you out. You know, when
right.
your fear cometh,
Yep.
when your fear cometh,
Yep.
you know, the Lord ain't include everybody because some people are gonna repent.
Yep. And the Lord knows what you're afraid of, man.
Yep.
You could be afraid of a spider, like, or a butterfly or something. You know what I'm saying? Water, clowns. You know.
I was watching this one TV show. It's just like the chick was like, I was always scared of drowning, you know, and she almost drowned to death, you know.
So the Lord's gonna get our people, man, for what they fear the most.
27. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind,
That's right.
when distress and anguish cometh upon you.
Yeah, when it's the stress and anguish coming from one of our people, you know. Go ahead.
Then shall they call upon me.
Yeah, they're gonna call on the Lord then. You know, catching pure hell, man. Stressed out, don't know if they're gonna eat that day, or whether they're gonna survive that day. You know, they don't know, man. They're gonna be stressed the hell out, man.
But I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Yeah, they're gonna be seeking him a little early, man, because look, once he claim, you know how Jake is, man. As soon as something happens to him, oh Lord, you know, they get in a freak accident, you know, call on the Lord, you know. Well, you should be calling on the Lord when you're not going through something, man. You know, sending up prayers, constantly praying, because we always need the Lord, man. We in hell. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord gotta touch our people for our people to call upon him, man. And look, and when that happens, the Lord's not gonna hear you in your darkest hour, man. The Lord's not gonna hear you, man. When you get carted off to a concentration camp, the Lord's not gonna hear you, man. When your stomach's touching your back from not eating, the Lord's not gonna hear you, man. Okay?
29. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI.
Who's that they, man? It's talking about our people, man, the Israelites. 2/3 hated the knowledge of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Read the last part again.
It's verse 29. For they hated knowledge and they did.
If I may say, they hated the knowledge, so they ain't gonna be stable.
Right.
They didn't obtain knowledge. They're gonna be bugged out here when all hell breaks loose.
right.
The scriptures say the Most High loving none but that him that dwelleth in wisdom.
That's right.
So you hate the knowledge. The scriptures say what? The word became flesh.
That's right.
The scriptures say the Lord created a wisdom for all things.
That's right.
So I mean, what? Hey, you obviously hating Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, who gave us his knowledge. You got a parent to give you a gift. Now I don't like it.
Right.
Fill your damn room then.
Right.
You know?
Right.
For that they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI.
Yeah, so they choose not to fear Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Okay, you're gonna feel what the Lord brings, man. You know? A lot of people that don't want to fear the Lord, man. It ain't all about love. Hello? Aren't the pastors in your church teaching you something? You know? It's about fearing the God of the Bible, man.
It said they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear the Lord. Yo, like, what, that knowledge, bro? F that, yo. I gotta fear the Lord in order to get it. I don't even want the knowledge, you know? They say, what profit in there in the serve Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, you know? But the men that are serving Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, we're gonna see that profit very soon. We're seeing it now.
That's right.
You know? You get close out.
Hey, so with that, you know, it was not a beautiful weekend out here prophesying the downfall of this wicked and sinful queen called America. All right, which is spiritually Rome, Egypt, Babylon, Sodom, and Gomorrah. All right, before we go any further, we gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son.
Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM Kakadosh.
Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us the truth according to the Bible and who well. Another shalom to all the sincere occupants throughout the four corners of the earth, which is truth with diligence and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.